surprisingly bland for everything I threw in there. Good night, Hella. No. He's obnoxious. I don't care that he has abs. Ugh, I don't fuck with his vibe. The duck's kind of cool, if I remember the duck. Oh! Kat Dennings is like... God, she's hot.
All right, folks. Hopefully you can hear me.
Definitely.
That was really annoying. That was a big waste of time. I'm still going to keep working on the new software.
Salt.
Hopefully I'll be able to get it working at some point. I'm not really sure what was going wrong there. I had it halfway working at least. Anyway, I wasn't sure which stream to run. I was going to run a Rosie stream and a glitter stream and a few others. And I wasn't sure which Rosie stream to run. I found this one. But I think I'm actually going to go with the glitter and lasers first, because I don't even know which Rosie stream to run. I got so far behind setting up the software that I didn't really have any time to prepare for the stream. So what you get is what you get. Hopefully it works out okay.
Not a lot, just like instead of butter or oil, I'm just gonna use the beef fat.
Anyway, hopefully everybody's awake.
So then I'm gonna keep...
Hey everybody. Welcome in, Jamie.
Perfect.
Welcome in, Nutty.
But I'm gonna
welcome
keep
in,
the beef fat
Capricorn.
in here for the chili.
Patty, Rose Thorn, Cinnamon Girl, Talia, good to see you. Yeah, hopefully the audio is working now.
All right.
If somebody could go into the other stream and let everybody know to come in here, that would be awesome. Welcome in, Tracy.
We are going to use...
Yeah, I don't even know what to cover right now because this is so hectic last minute because I was just trying to get everything set up and I ran out of time. All right, so what do you folks want to see? Would you like to see, do you have a special Rosie stream you'd like to see more than this one? Because this is the most recent one. So I'm thinking I'm just going to run this. I don't have anything more recent. So I'm just going to run this. And I'm going to get the glitter and lasers. And then we'll put Rosie on for part 2.
Okay, we're good.
All right, so I'm going to get glitter and lasers. And then we'll watch Rosie for part 2. I don't even know which Rosie to watch.
I mean obscene.
So hopefully everybody's been having a good day. My day's been very stressful so far. All right, we're gonna watch the glitter and lasers instead because I don't even know which Rosie's a good one. So we'll pick one out. Maybe you folks can recommend one to me. If you don't, we'll watch the one from last night. All right, everybody, welcome in. No problem. Welcome in, Patty. Welcome in, Deborah. Welcome in, A Sense of Wonder. Hello, everybody. Yeah, and if somebody could go into the other chat and just type a message, let everybody know to come in here, because there's probably at least a few people still sitting in that other room, I have a feeling. In fact, is there any way I can delete that one? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can delete that, because that might solve the problem. Okay. Well, hopefully nobody's still watching that one. Anyway, let me open up the other video and we'll get going. Sorry, it's all running so last minute here. The other software really just, I thought I had it working and I kind of did, but it just didn't. Screw this crap. Anyway, so Glitter and Lasers is dating. She is apparently dating. That is her big her big reveal. Do you think that's why she started wearing clothes that fit a little bit better? I don't know. Let's hear it.
Perfect time to fill you in. I'm dating again. It's
Well,
a
the
mess.
net.
I will not be sharing any of those stories online, but it is something that is changing what I'm looking for because I need cute stuff to wear on dates.
Oh, well, let me do a little intro too, because anybody who might not be familiar with Glitter and Lasers, I got to find my drink. Hold on a second. Anybody who might not be familiar, this is Anna O'Brien, better known as Glitter and Lasers, the biggest influencer on YouTube. She has a big following, and she is of the belief that she cannot possibly lose any weight. Medically, it's impossible for her. She was dieting and exercising, and this was as small as she could possibly get. So she got a bunch of plastic surgery, a bunch of liposuctions, and a brachioplasty, which is where they tighten the skin on your arms. And they did all that for her to look exactly the same after they're done, if not bigger. Except now she has these giant scars on her arms. I'm not going to make fun of her for the surgery coming out badly, but I will criticize her for setting herself up for failure. I'm not going to laugh too much, but I just want to point that out if anybody thinks I'm being mean-spirited, that she's also encouraging other people to follow in her footsteps. This isn't like she's saying, oh, I made a terrible decision, I shouldn't have done it. She's saying it's the best decision she's ever made, and you should make the exact same decision. So let's see what you could do to be more like Glitter and Lasers. Let's listen to her tell us how to be like her.
So I found a brand that I have never worn and never hauled before that makes exactly what I want to wear on a date.
Thank God.
And that brand is either it's called Affirm or AFRM.
Thank you, Capricorn.
I am not 100% certain. But the fact of the matter is, they make some really cute ass dresses that are
Cute-ass
perfect
dresses.
for date night. They're sexy and they're comfortable.
Okay.
And I cannot wait to haul this with you guys.
Could somebody keep track of the number of times Anna uses the word sexy? Because I previewed this one, and it seemed to me like she used the word sexy like every minute. So that's like what, 1 or 2? It's either the first one or the first sexy or the second sexy. So let's let it go.
Small little caveat on all of this. Some of these items were final sale because I legitimately am shopping for my dating life.
Is the audio balance better now? I was probably a little too quiet a minute ago.
This is a haul, yes, but this is also necessity for me to, show up looking cute. So some of the items were on their clearance and our final sale may not be available. But honestly, they have so many options.
Good morning, have a seat.
I think that you'll have no problem finding something kind of similar to something in this haul if it's no longer in stock.
This one has the problem that a lot of these are going to have, and that is this middle roll. The outfit itself is not horrendously bad, but nothing fits her around the midsection. I don't know if it's just the shape of her body or the way the clothes are fit or the sizing or what. We'll figure it out as we go on. But everything she wears, she has this big middle roll that just kills any look that she manages to achieve.
So with that, let's just get into it because I am feeling stunning.
She can afford one. She can afford 2.
So we are starting off with this tropical wonder, mostly because I'm most excited.
Right? What the heck are these shoulders? It looks like her shoulders went on it looks like her shoulders got liposuction, doesn't it? It looks like this dress got liposuction from Dr. Amron.
One of the things I noticed that I thought was really cool is
Holy crap! You know what that looks like? That looks like her underarm. That looks like the hockey puck.
it's a slip dress, and then it has the shruggy thing over it. So realistically,
Let me catch up on
you
this
could wear
chat.
this with sleeves,
Welcome in,
or
Jamie.
you could wear it without sleeves. So it kind of works for both. You also could wear this shrug on its own, which honestly, I know
Well,
this
you don't get
is
to
not
choose.
fitness wear, but part of me feels like this would be a super cute thing to walk in. I know that sounds insane, but you know what? I'm gonna do what I want because I paid my own money for this, so I can. So
It bothers me so much that she keeps saying juicy thighs because this isn't just like the word that bothers me. She's always like really sweaty, and she's always like she has an issue with lymphedema at this point. She's getting very swollen, and it looks like she might even be leaking fluid like through her skin, like because of the pressure from the swelling. So her legs really are like literally kind of juicy. And I'm not trying to make fun of that condition, but if you're going to call yourself juicy legs, you're kind of setting yourself up for this here, Anna. Your legs are too juicy in a bad way. That's just a disgusting. You folks get what I'm saying.
Let's try this one on. Let me know what you think. I can't even see the bottom because I'm just looking at my camera right now, but like I'm already like obsessed.
She
This is
must.
my whole personality.
She must.
Look,
Welcome in, Imperial Falcon.
it even has like thumb holes.
And I'm gonna say, by the way, these first couple outfits are not too bad. I'm actually gonna skip ahead after okay, quick look at this one, then I'm gonna skip ahead because I don't want to be too petty. Because these ones really aren't so bad. Maybe they like cringe. They want somebody to crack on. Ooh, that's a good point, Tracy B. The plus size clothes are tailored differently, and maybe not. Some people might not be aware of that, but the plus size clothes depends on the brand, but they tailor them a little differently. They'll give you more room in the butt, or more room in the hips, or more room wherever, proportionally. So it's not just a straight size sized up. Golden Girl's shoulder pads. She's got. It looks like they. It looks like somebody put like a football helmet under there and then took it out. It does look like a swimsuit pattern. All right, let's let it run here. And my apologies, I missed anybody coming in. There's a lot of people coming in today. I was kind of in a hurry, so if I missed anybody, my apologies. I will try to say hi if I see you coming in again. But thank you again to all of the lurkers, all the chatters, anybody watching the replay. You're all very much appreciated here. Oh, and I also want to mention, I don't know if it's available yet, but I know in the past I'd instituted memberships, and a lot of people, there were two main issues with the memberships in the past. The first issue, I guess, was I really didn't put much thought into them. But now that I have put some thought into them, the two main complaints, I guess you could say, is that people felt they weren't getting enough content, and people felt the memberships were a little bit too expensive. Well, I've solved both of those problems. I am now going to be doing a members-only stream once per month. I don't think I'm going to be doing it this month because there's not very many members yet. We're already halfway into the month. But starting next month, we're going to do a members-only stream every month. You get a cool badge in the chat next to your name if you are a member. And it's only $2.99 monthly. That's pretty darn cheap. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely check that out. I've also got the memberships still at the full price. If you'd like to support the channel and be a full member, you will also get your name on a placard displayed during the stream as a way to say thanks and a individual shout out. So basically, you get all the features for the $2.99 membership, but for the full price membership for $5 more, you also get the recognition and the shout out for helping to support the channel as well. So hopefully some of you will like those options, and we'll take advantage of them. And of course, we always have the Cash App and the super chats and all of that as well. So thank you, everybody, for all of your support over the years. And of course, it costs nothing to leave a comment on the replay. So if you're anybody watching, please feel free to let me know what you think. All right, let's continue with the show.
What magic is this? So far, so freaking good. I am obsessed with this dress. The colors and the pattern are just so me. It is so loud, but yet cool. Like it's just, I mean, look at this.
I actually thought this one wasn't really too bad. I gotta say, I know it's very heavily filtered, so we're not really seeing it as it is. But the fit on this is not terrible. It's a little snug up top. It's not flattering, but it's not terrible, especially compared to some of the stuff later on in the video. So I actually went through and I put in a timestamp of when some of the worst outfits come in. So let me see here. At 2:45 coming up, she has a great quote. Let's hear this.
It's everything. I know that something this loud is not everyone's cup of tea, but I feel like this dress was made for me, especially with this shrug.
Welcome in, Uncle Akumaran. Hopefully the stream's working for you now. I was having trouble earlier with the stream before, but we've reloaded it and hopefully got it to work now. So if it's not working for you, just give it a reload, hopefully.
Because when my arms sort of like scars finally are gone, I can take this off and still wear it. And it's so light and so comfortable, so it doesn't add any extra weight when I'm wearing compression. Like magical dress that was one of the final sale items, so I'm forced to keep it. I love it.
Okay, so I missed that a second ago. I was responding to the chat. So if you notice, listen to what she says here.
feel like this dress was made for me, especially with this shrug.
Let me stretch the video just a little bit so it fits a little better.
Because when my arms sort of like scars finally are gone,
When my arm scars are finally gone. Did anybody else notice that? Anna really believes when her arm scars are finally gone. Let me pull up a picture of those scars. I think I have one.
off shrug, because when my arms sort of like scars finally are gone, I can take this off and still wear it. And it's so light and so comfortable, so it doesn't
Sorry,
add
one
any
second,
extra
folks.
weight when I'm wearing compression. Like magical dress. Magical dress that was one of the final sale items, so I'm forced to keep it. I love it. It's a winner.
Okay, so I'm going to fast forward to the next look, which was not as good, which is actually a lot worse. Let me fast forward to the next look that was really terrible, because this one's not so bad. Here.
Polka dots, but oh my gosh. I can't wait to try on the next look. Let's go. Oh lordy. This shirt is very sheer. It definitely needs something underneath, but I am not prepared for that. So you know what? This bra is beautiful. You're gonna just see it through the shirt. You know what? It is what it is. Unplanned, but the bra does kind of look intentional with this look. Candidly, I'd probably wear white if I were styling it myself, but it doesn't look bad. I gotta finish.
Here, I wanted to show this. This is what I was looking for. This is the before and after for Glitter and Laser surgery, if anybody hasn't seen it. Not very nice. And we've also got a picture of her scars here, if I could find those. Hold on. Check this one out here. This, you can see the scars. Pretty brutal stuff. So I don't think those are ever disappearing. Not to be immature or rude or anything like that. I know this is a touchy subject. So, but I will say that Anna, you got to get real. Those aren't going anywhere. That surgery was not a good decision. Okay, so let's get back to the video.
Thing, because this might be the first haul where I want to keep everything, but I don't know if my bank account will allow me to keep everything. So,
well, Deborah, that's a great question. We're not exactly sure, but the theory among the chat, I think at least from people I've talked to and a few other reactors as well, she mentioned that she had something called spitting stitches in her arms because she had 4 plastic surgeries done, 4 liposuctions. I believe the second one was the one on the arms, and she also had skin removal where they took out the skin and they stitched it together. She gained weight after the surgery. She didn't follow any of the aftercare. She was putting her arms over her head and dancing the very day after the surgery, even though they told her to take it easy. The stitches came out early, and it looks like they just split open. Like she was just not following the aftercare, and her body swelled up so much because she continued to gain weight. So they just split wide open. And that's what I think it was. She's never been 100% forthcoming, but that's the most likely theory.
we'll see. Let me show you.
Yes, that's from the
Colors.
brachioplasty, liposuction.
It's like my favorite colors.
Welcome in, Not Nar.
Here's the
Maybe.
only
She
reason I
shows them
may
all
not
the
keep
time.
this. Take a look. Take it in. Take it in, because it is
Come in,
stunning.
Norma.
But it's very summer. And we are in August now.
Well, she's a bodybuilder in a way. Like she's built a lot of body. She's built like 500 pounds of body. That's like a type of bodybuilder.
And while I love this, like I absolutely love it, I could probably convince myself to return this one only because.
Okay, so this one here I don't like. This outfit here I don't like. It's too sheer and tight, and it's got this big roll in the middle. It just this roll in the it's already too tight as it is. It looks like it's going to split open on the side here, but this roll in the middle and this waist band that keeps popping down, it just kills the whole line.
I know that I'm just not going to wear it as much because
I mean, look at that. That's not attractive, Anna. Come on.
it doesn't feel fun. But guys, I mean, this brand.
She seriously is like, oh, wow, look at how good this looks, right? This looks terrible. Some of the other outfits were not so bad. I'll concede that. Compared to the clothes Anna's been getting lately, some of these outfits are not so bad, but she looks pretty horrible in some of these. She really does.
Why is nobody hauling this brand? Why is nobody talking?
incessantly about this brand. It is magical what they are making.
It's magical. This isn't like, you know, a look that you could get just buying some stuff at Walmart. This is the kind of look that people are going to think you're a fashion model if they see you wearing something so well fitted. She looks like a spring roll that's been overfilled.
There has to be one thing that doesn't work out, right? Like everything was going way too well, and I think we found it.
That dress is full of
This is a
herself.
little itchy. I don't know if I love the top. There's pants. I'm nervous they're gonna fit the candy juicy thighs.
At
So I
least
will
she
put
is
them
doing
on,
that,
but-
Jamie. And I think the compression is the MVP of all of her outfits that have looked okay. Because Anna's gotten some outfits recently that have looked okay. And I think it's because she wears that compression underneath, and it kind of slims it smooths her body shape, and it gives a better base color for the clothes to sit against. So I think that's part of why some of her looks post-surgery are better, even though she's not actually looking any better. But wearing the compression suit full time, I think that does improve her look, especially when she gets the color to suit the clothes. This pattern here just looks very busy. I don't know if that's because it's on the camera or what, but let's get a look at it zoomed out.
Overall, I don't love this fabric. It's not the soft mesh that everything else was made out of. It's more of like a viscose, which I just don't generally love. It's not breathable. It can be itchy and scratchy. The cut of the top isn't bad. It's just, I don't know. I'm immediately turned off by the fabric, especially when everything else felt so luxe and soft and breathable. So, you know, not every single thing in this haul is a winner, but you know what? Still way better than some of the other hauls I've been through.
She does look like a vase. She looks like one of those vases you would get at Pier 1 Imports, one of those big, giant, cheap ones.
Recently. So I'm going to try to get my booty in these. Say a prayer for me. Bestie, say a prayer, and I'll show you what it looks like.
So here's the thing. They actually have plenty of room.
I don't even know, Capricorn. I watch a lot of these fashion videos partly to learn as much as to talk, because I know a little bit about fashion, but I'm no expert. I'm no Marc Jacobs. So I like hearing what other people have to say. I just that's always, you know, an interesting a good question, right? Like I don't necessarily have the answer to that. So yes, let's see this one here. This one just doesn't fit, and even if it did fit, I don't think it would work at all. Let's look at this.
And they probably would fit, but there's not enough stretch in the waist to get over this. That's the problem. So
the candy juicy
have
thighs, the
we had to have
sexy
one thing.
juicy
This is how you
thighs.
know it's authentic. This is how you know it's real. This is how you know none of these are ads. They're just my experience. There had to be one thing
That's
that
possible.
didn't work. This is
Welcome
clearly
in, Sarah
it.
Cynthia.
Though I kind of love.
And welcome into anybody I missed coming in. It's been a little hectic today. We got a good full house, and I'm just trying to navigate a bunch of videos at once. So I know I've missed a couple people. So thank you all for your patience, and thank you all for coming in today.
These sleeves, like they're growing on me, but I just don't love the fabric they're in. So if you're watching this AFRM, if you could make this in a different fabric, which is a little bit of stretch so I could get it over my hips, I would buy it. I probably would buy
Not too
it
much.
right away. I'm going to go put on something else that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. So
You're gonna put on something that makes her feel a little better about herself. Is this look actually going to be any better? Because this first of all, even if she was able to get this over her waist, why is she always wearing these midriff tops? She's always wearing these tops that show off her belly. It's just a question of do people really need to want to see Anna's belly all the time? I certainly don't. I don't think anybody else does. Why does she have to show us her belly constantly? I don't get that. She's kind of an exhibitionist in a sense, but I think she also has a bit of a humiliation kink, or maybe a humiliation. I'm not sure even what you call it, but she likes to look bad, I think, because if she really wanted to look good, she wouldn't go out like this. She wouldn't make videos like this.
Look, I know not everybody is into the bold colors and wild prints that I adore. So I did pull a dress from AFRM or Affirm or whatever their name is.
Right? They
That
don't
is
look good on
black.
very many people.
But still super sexy, super cute, very versatile. Honestly, something I probably might
Agreed.
even keep just because it's good to have a dress like this in your wardrobe. But let me just show it to you on. It's a slip, which I have over my arm right now. And then it has the mesh over top. I was just trying this on and I realized I didn't tell you guys that they are attached here with like some snaps. but you could totally wear the overlay by itself or the slip dress by itself. It's kind of like two pieces.
I think this one wasn't so bad if I remember. This one wasn't too terrible. So we're going to skip over to the next one, I think. And that's it. And we're going to go to this last one here. And then I got a little more treat after this.
The only thing that is keeping me from being absolutely obsessed with this is it has a tie on it.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me find the exact timestamp I want to use. Let me go back. 11. This one I said, this one in my notes, I said this one looked like a curtain or a tablecloth.
To try on. And I will note that it was supposed to be a matching set, but this top, I guess, sold out and it only got the skirt. So I'm just putting it with a black top so you can see what the skirt looks like. Yeah. I mean, it's also phenomenal. You're also going to love it. And I only know because I already tried it on because I couldn't wait. I was actually debating on wearing it to a date. I didn't end up doing it, but I did think it over a lot. A lot. You'll see. It's sexy.
It's sexy.
Vibe.
She says sexy way too much.
I have this like snakeskin skirt, and the only thing that is keeping me from being absolutely obsessed with this is it has a tie on it, and I cannot figure how to get the tie to look right. It came tied. It's also sewn into that tie, but I think it looks a little off. But I don't know if I'm just being too picky. Otherwise, I love the length of it. It looks really great over my compression. Let me show you what I mean, but I would definitely love your thoughts on this one because I've gone back and forth on it quite a bit. Okay, so see what I mean? Like it.
This looks like she just pulled this off of a table and just tied it around her waist. It really does.
It sits weird, or maybe it's just me. I also
it is just you. It's just you.
Feel like maybe the problem with it is like this needs to come back here, but like, I don't know. This is how it's laying. I do love the print though. It feels sexy, right? Like
sexy. Can you stop with the sexy?
When you're on a chicka bow wow vibe, this is the type of thing you'd want to wear. But I think, honestly, if I'm not 100% certain on it, that's a good sign I probably shouldn't keep it. Because if I'm not confident.
And again, you look at these lumps on the sides. This is this skirt is so tight, it's giving her this roll in the middle. And that roll is just killing any decent look that she could achieve.
I probably won't reach.
Right there. That's absolutely killing it. And this tight skirt, I think, is a big part of why she has that. I think if this was looser, that wouldn't be so pronounced up there.
To wear it, especially at a time where I want to feel really confident, right? When you're going on a date, you want to feel your best.
I feel really confident. You can't even inhale. You can't even inhale deeply. This thing is so tight, you can't even take a deep breath. How are you going to feel confident when you can't even take a deep breath?
Yes, though I will say one of the reasons I grabbed this is if you guys have never heard of Matchmaker Maria, you should definitely check her out. But she always has this thing called the green dress theory. Well, I don't know if I want to wear a green dress on a date, but I could do a green skirt. This was kind of my thought, is like, this could be like a first date skirt instead of a dress. But maybe I just need to give up the ghost and get a dress. You know?
I was actually thinking the other day, something not exactly theater, but I was thinking that Anna is somebody who, she even said this, she started out working as like a social media manager. She worked at like a company that did social media for other people. And I still to this day believe that she would be good as a social media manager for somebody else. The problem is for her that she got greedy and decided she was going to be her own client. And she is an idiot for a manager at this point because she's managing the worst client in the world. She's good at doing the posts on social media, but she hates actually being in front of the camera. She hates doing the content. And even if she does, maybe she likes it, but if she does, she's very bad at it. Either she hates doing it or she's just bad at it. I'm not sure exactly which. But either way, Anna is so awkward in front of the camera and she's so unlikable and she's so unphotogenic. You'd think that, I just don't understand why she put herself in front of the camera to do something that she's very unsuited for and she doesn't even seem to like. Repeating myself now.
I've gone shopping for much dumber reasons. Let me know what you think.
Okay, so let's go back actually. We got a special treat here. I have got, Kiwi Farms has been kind enough to post what the actual model looks like versus Anna. So let's look at this here. Hopefully the size is good here. You can see this well. So in the first one here, oh, look at the cost of this. This haul was almost $1,100 she spent for these items. altogether, including the accessories, of course. So only 35 for the dress. Here we can see what it was supposed to look like on the model. I don't think those shoulders look good even on her, to be honest. I just don't like those shoulders. But on Anna, this looks like a mess. This looks horrid. Let's look at the next one here. We said this one looked like what? We said it looked like a bathing suit, but stretched out to make an entire outfit. You can't even recognize that. I would not have even known that was the same dress. Wow, that's a completely different dress. I'm not sure I even like it on her either, but at least you know, she makes it look as good as it's gonna look. Oh wow, Nutty, that would be hilarious. Bow chicka wow wow, cringe indeed. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody here. I gotta skip it just a little bit. She sucks out the oxygen and she fills up the methane. If you were a fly on the wall, you'd be dead from her sucking up all the oxygen. Oh, thank you, Capricorn NJ. Yikes, $5 from Capricorn NJ. Very much appreciated. I'm willing to believe that Anna has first dates. It's the amount of second dates that she gets that I question. That is a good question. I can believe she gets some firsts. Second, no. She's not getting any second. I bet some of the firsts don't even last. Like guy probably excuses himself to use the restroom and just goes and gets in his car and leaves. Some of them were, the Western wear one she got wasn't too bad. The one that I covered during the week, that one was actually her, in my opinion, that was the best clothing all she did in a long time. The Western wear stuff. Okay, so let's look at the next, thank you again, Capricorn, for the $5 super chat. Let's look here at the next item here from, okay, so Glitter and Lasers in this one. I thought this was one of the better looking outfits on her. Again, I think that she needs like some shapewear for her midriff, because when she needs something with a looser waist, because when she pulls this waist tight, it gives her this roll in the middle. That's not a good thing. Oh wow, totally different. And see, she's wearing it with the jeans. Interesting. So a little skin there. I'm very glad that Glitter's not doing that look. All right. So here's the next one. I'm not sure which one is supposed to be which. Okay, here we go. So here's the next one. This one actually fits her okay. It's still too tight on the bottom, but up top, at least it smooths her out a little. It's not so bad. I think this looks nice on her. But actually, this looks like this was photoshopped on. This doesn't even look like she's wearing it, does it? This dress is like so flat and like two-dimensional. It looks like they just photoshopped it onto her. This one here, yeah, this one was just too tight. It looked like she looked like an overstuffed spring roll. In this one, I said a shrimp spring roll. I like this on her. I think it looks good. This one was an obvious fail. This one was terrible. Yeah, total fail. Yeah, I think this looks really nice on her. I think this one looks good. Let me see what some of you folks are thinking. I'm neglecting the chat over here. So would I, have a Sumam. I heard that Anna was very religious when she was younger. She used to spend a lot of time in the Mormon church with her family, allegedly. So that's all I know about that. In fact, she said the church doors were called the Anna doors because she was running in and out of them so much. She wrote a book about her younger years. I've heard some excerpts from it, but I've never read the full thing. I wonder if Glitter tells a guy up front that she has some money. She probably does, because I mean, she doesn't want to. She's not trying to find somebody who likes her for her personality, is she? She couldn't be. The old bathroom, yeah. Hey, you know, it is what it is. What are you going to do if you find a woman like this on your date? Yeah, she does have some big arms and hands. I don't know. Anna had the dress over the top, so maybe she had two outfits combined together. I'm not even sure exactly. Let's go back and take a quick look. Okay, so Anna had this dress. Maybe she couldn't figure out exactly which outfit it was. Because to be fair, the people from Kiwi Farms, and let me give some credit where it's due here. This was Genocider CO. She's the one who always puts up these fashion, or usually who puts up these fashion pictures. So thank you very much, Genocider CO. So on that one, maybe she wasn't sure of the exact outfit for that one. So she showed a couple different ones. The bodysuit is a thong. Okay. So yeah, that's that there. And finally, the last one here. Look 6. Looks really nice on her. Looks pretty good on her too. Yeah, showing that, you know, some a little more fuller figured can still make it look good. And this one here, we got the tablecloth or the curtain. Not sure what you'd call the picnic cloth. Oh, wow. Holy crap. This is the biggest like bait and switch. This is not even like you. Holy crap. And also, you know, it's really, look how the sash goes down to like just like an inch below the hem. And here it like hangs down. Look how it hangs down like 3 feet. The sash is like 2 feet long on the model. And on glitter, it's like got like 1 inch of clearance. That sash is telling, this sash is telling a whole story. All right. So that's our Glitter and Lasers fashion coverage. Let's do some Rosie. I think it's time for some Rosie Il Quirky. So let me get that reloaded. Hold on here. A second here. Just getting the video up. All right. Time. Oh, whoops, I never showed my little bumper. Let me put on the bumper. Hold on. I made a new one called Girl World Live. It's really cool. Where is it? Hold on a second here. Sorry, folks. Let me add this in. There we go. Crap, I got to add the screen again. 1 second. All right, there we go. That was a pretty cool little animation. I didn't have a chance to use that one yet. Not at all, Sarah. Welcome in, Sarah. I think maybe I did welcome you in already. Want to make sure I got everybody welcomed in tonight. Sense of Wander, welcomed you in. Cinnamon Girl, welcomed you in, I think. I hope. Yes, that's the one who did the book. Now I remember. That's who did the read of the book. Yeah, I listened to some of that. Yeah, if you want to hear somebody read through the book, I don't think anybody else has done it. So that's going to be your source. Okay, so let's share Rosie. Pocket full of Rosie.
I do. I like a sweeter spaghetti sauce. And one of the ways to do that without using a fuck ton of sugar is let it cook for at least 2 hours. I do add some sugar, yes. Spoiler alert, that's something that I do. But I don't like to add a ton. Because I'm not trying to...
Oh, did I miss Camps coming in? Welcome
like
in, Camps.
sweet.
I see somebody.
But I do like
I missed you coming in there, but if you're listening, welcome in, buddy.
Yes, I do, Juno. I've had to reapply a couple, but yes, I've been taking care of them. I think I'm about to be a press-on girly. Do you prefer sweet or salty? I prefer both. I want a mix, you know? Hello, lazy. Dude, I gotta be real. Your comment kind of made my day. Thank you. Let me go grab my apron real quick before I fuck up my clothes this time.
All right, I think that's a good ratio for the video. All right, so Rosie's getting her apron. Let's fast forward to where she does the cooking.
arguing about the fucking dishes again?
So
God
anybody
damn.
not familiar with Rosie, let me give a little background on Rosie if anybody's listening for the first time. Quirky Love Rosee. This woman here is probably about 600 pounds. She's been very big for a long time. She had a period of time about a year ago when she tried losing some weight and she wanted to kind of get away from all the negative stereotypes associated with being a hyper obese woman on the internet. But since that time, she's just gone back on all of that. Now she's leaning fully into the stereotypes. She's friends with Amber Lynn again, or at least she says she's friends with Amber Lynn, but can Amber Lynn ever really be anyone's friend? But officially, they're friendly. So Rosie certainly has no problem with ALR. Amber's girlfriend, Emily, the toxic feeder, is kind of, I'm trying to think of what word for it, kind of flirting with Rosie, I guess we'll say, anonymously on the internet, posting semi-nude pictures of her, which I should also mention, that's not revenge porn, those nude pictures of Rosie. That is actual porn. Rosie was a professional feeder model, made her living doing that for over a year. She also worked as a professional escort. I'll say it nicely today. But yes, she worked as an escort. She also worked as a volunteer escort during that time. So she had all her bases covered. So one of the big criticisms we make of her now is that she often shows a lot of skin, like to the point where it's uncomfortable. And she streams her videos in a vertical format, which makes them especially appealing to minors. And she allegedly has 9% of her viewing audience under the age of 18. With all that said, the girl's a big wreck. She's a big mess, but I don't hate her. But I think she's funny to crack on. So let's crack on Rosie and enjoy the show. Hopefully you enjoyed my intro.
Yeah,
Yes,
I have
Tracy.
heard that, Paula. I don't have any fresh carrots, though.
She says all the time she doesn't want to be in girl world, but then she keeps jetting right in.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yes,
Lacey.
Sense of Wander. Please, everybody, if you're enjoying the
That just means
show,
a lot to me when people like are willing to see me for who I
hit that
am.
like button.
Do your damn dishes. Do your damn dishes, Joanna. Shit. Just like a family arguing about dishes. Yeah. I know.
I probably should explain. She had a period of time. Hold on a second here. She had a period of time where she was going to, quote, sex parties for, just going there for fun.
Look, if your dishes, this is not.
But the guy who ran the parties was charging men to get in. So she was a volunteer at a hoe house. Make of that what you will. All right, let's keep going.
Towards you, Joanna, okay? This is not towards you. But if you feel more words are hard. If you feel morally superior to me, because your dishes are done right now and mine aren't. You're fucking kidding me. What was that? What was that? Where'd it go? Was that another onion skin? I thought I cleaned those up.
I'll admit I'm not exactly Mr. Clean, but I do like to keep my sink clean. That's one of my pet peeves, and I especially somebody who does a lot of cooking like Rosie, I think it's good to have the sink be clean.
I digress. I had
Exactly, Avisu Bomb.
the fuck was I saying? Anyway, I had visions. I had
Yes, a
motives
lot of feeder thirst trapping.
to go live this morning, but I had the meeting, so I decided not to, because I didn't really sleep last night. I ended up taking a little bit of a nappy nap. No, Joanna, not you, babe, not you. I lurked somewhere I shouldn't have lurked recently, and people were acting like
Maybe?
I have
I
the
hope
most
not.
disgusting kitchen on the planet. Which
I mean,
is
it looked a
just
little bigger than
not
a
the
fruit fly
reality.
too, so that's kind of
And
nasty. Yes,
that's what I
Canada
was
Cool.
referencing.
Welcome in, Canada Cool. I love your
Joanna,
beaver
I know, you're a
mascot,
sweetheart.
beaver
You're fine. You were joking.
avatar.
That's why I said specifically not you, babe.
Yes, they do,
Please.
Cinnamon Girl.
Please.
Who needs to walk when you can
I'm not telling you where we're
roll in
looking. I
style?
don't want them to know.
Ooh, Cinnamon Girl. That's a really, I'm glad you bring that one up. There actually is somebody said in the past that Rosie is trying to copy Planet with a Palette. Like she wants to basically be Planet with a Palette. I really should look into it and see how accurate that is, because that's what BBW Veronica said one time when she was talking about Rosie's history of feederism. And she said that a lot of Rosie's behaviors kind of copies that lady. So I should really look into her one day as like a, that might be who I look into on the members only stream. Because on the members only stream, I plan to do like some more obscure topics. So that might be what I do. I might do like a history dive into somebody like that. Oh, and also there's another one who's hilarious. So I'm gonna thinking of covering this guy called Dark Side Phil, Dr. Phil, Dark Side Phil. He is the literal opposite of me. He gives you no content, and all he does is ask for money. He's the worst streamer ever. He streams video games. He's terrible at video games, and all he does is complain about not as people don't send him enough money. He's like, you people aren't sending enough money. You only got sent 2 subscriptions. That's barely anything. That's nothing. He's so entitled and obnoxious. He is just he's worse than a lot of the girl worlders. I definitely gotta introduce him one of these days.
But I was looking somewhere I shouldn't have been.
Yeah, that guy's awful.
Yeah, you're a good one, Joanna.
I've seen him a couple times, but I never realized how bad he was.
Okay.
He does not,
So
like
right now
every
it's Red
stream,
Sauce.
all he does is harass his audience for money.
Cooking. Hello, Mia.
And he gives you like crap content. He doesn't give you any good content. He streams video games, but he sucks at the games.
Hello, Lobster. Thank you for the super chat.
He sucks at the games. That would be like somebody doing reaction who has like no sense of humor, who never makes any jokes. You know what I mean? Like he's just totally if you're going to stream video games, you have to be okay at games. If you're going to stream reaction content, you have to make some jokes or you have to be insightful. There has to be something that you're bringing. He doesn't bring anything. He's not funny. He's not interesting. All he does is beg for money. He's just the worst. This guy is so awful. He's like a male Amberlyn Reed.
Glasses, no.
That's what he reminds me of. He's like a male Amberlyn.
But every time someone gives memberships, my heart falls to my ass.
How can you
I'm
tell?
like,
Your pants are already so full.
better onion skin than bug. That's what I'm saying. Oh, is it a fruit fly? Ah! Get in the fucking trap, bitch! It's over there. I hate Florida.
Respect, Cinnamon Girl. I'm glad that
Now you're flying to the ceiling.
that you feel that way, because I wonder myself who wants to be like these ladies, and I can't imagine who would.
Joanna, I hope I didn't like offend you. That's why I said I wanted to make it clear I wasn't talking about you.
And there are some people who do. That's what's. Let me mention that too. I want to give some insight here. I don't want to just watch the show, and then just say nothing. We talk about minors watching Rosie's show, and at first I didn't think it was a big deal because I thought they were all just trolling her. Like, who would actually watch her show like for any reason other than to troll? But then I thought about it, and I was like, maybe some of them might be young women who themselves are struggling with obesity. They might have self-esteem issues, and they might think of themselves as a younger version of Rosie. They might think that they could end up like Rosie when they get older. So now that's actually a very disturbing thought, that some young woman who is struggling with her health, and she's struggling with self-esteem, and she's struggling with a lot, she's going to see someone like Rosie who's going to give her a comfortable place to hang out, even if it's not a healthy place. It's comfortable. It's a accepting place. They accept all your worst behaviors there. It's just a very unhealthy environment, and the thought of young impressionable people spending any length of time there is disturbing to me.
Hello, Pandit.
It's got a long way to travel.
Yeah, you like to go by Panda. Okay, cool. Not at all. Beautiful. What's my skincare routine? Aw, thank you. I don't really have one, to be honest. I'm going to have to deep clean the fuck out of this area when I'm done with this red sauce, because it's going to be popping and spurting.
I'm going to fast forward just a little bit. This is such a long stream.
Rosie, we should look for someone in a bordering state. Oh, Lord. Dating apps do suck.
Just talking about dating now.
Oh, no, my pinky's coming loose.
Oh, should mention also Rosie's dating. Apparently she's scared off the first guy. Although he could have just been a hit it and quit it. I mean, that's what I originally thought. Rosie kept trying to make it sound like he was some kind of serious boyfriend, but everybody thought it was just a hookup. Like, that's what it looked like. Like they were hooking up basically as soon as they met. And I'm not gonna play Mr. Morality Police and say, oh, she shouldn't do. She's an adult. She can do what she wants, but I'm surprised that she thought it was going to be anything more than that. Yeah, I'm not going to be the morality police. I have to go to Kuwait to do that. Yes, Nutty. Thank you. Pot lids are really useful.
Yeah, I got you, Doreen.
Nutty, I made that mistake
harder to
when
date
I
because you are a
first was
public
new.
figure?
I thought it was like that.
Well, I think most people don't have to deal with someone they're
I
in a
certainly
talking
signed off.
stage with. Or I guess we're technically we were in like a dating stage.
Oh, she's gonna talk about her date. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. It's a little quiet.
Getting fully doxxed and being massive internet dropping stage.
And by the way, folks, always let me know if the audio balance isn't good. I can usually change it up. So if it's a little quiet, just let me know and I can boost it up.
Getting fully doxxed and being massive internet drama turned into conspiracy theory craziness. So I guess I should say yes. Because in the end of the day, like, I am a public figure. Like, what I'm doing is public, and, you know.
Well, you sure don't keep anything private, including your private.
And it's just, you never know people's intentions and stuff. I could not go on Raya. I'm not even close to being, they wouldn't want someone like me on Raya.
What's Raya? What's Raya? Does anybody know what that is? Is that like a special dating app or something? You have to be like super fat or like super hot or like super rich. Like, is it one of those? Because that's the other thing too. These dating apps, there's so many scammers on there, and a lot of the apps themselves are really shady. A lot of the apps, they actually create false profiles to make you think there's more people on there than there are, just to get you to stay on there longer, to keep looking longer. Because they know there's not that many real profiles. And they'll just keep making fake profiles and having people talk to you just to make you think there's somebody on there.
We're not like exclusive, Erica.
That's actually awesome, Tracy. I'm happy.
How about a sexy Cuban man? A sexy Cuban
or
man?
him,
I mean, yeah.
whoever it is. Oh, her, yeah.
If the vibes are vibing. Chi-Chi, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate ya. I love that you speak your mind and don't take shit. Thank you. Let me set you up with Cristiano Ronaldo. That's funny. Yeah, and also image. Like, even, like, I think, like, Brooke Schofield got kicked off Raya because of her, like, racism stuff.
Oh, Rosie has her politics are too, I guess Rosie's politics are too extreme for Raya. You have to be like a moderate person to be on there, I guess.
Or something like that. Or, like, she told a story about Raya or something. Like, they've got a lot of crazy rules, from my understanding. I don't know if I'd want to date someone who was on Raya, because it feels too uppity.
I gotta look up what this Raya is. It sounds like a nightmare.
Thank you, Katie. Yeah, I right, Dolly.
Yeah, agreed, Nutty. I keep my personal life personal.
Yeah.
Oh well, hey, at least it worked out for a while. More sauce by the can.
Hey, Mike.
I think that's can. Is that canned tomatoes or canned sauce? I couldn't really see.
You have to get an invitation. Oh yeah. Like I was about to say, like, Raya is not like gonna be knocking on my doorstep, you know.
What is Raya? Does anybody know what that is? I keep asking. I gotta look that up after the show. I'm gonna look that up right now.
I think I am.
Raya. How do you spell that?
The slid got really fucked up. Was she? Was she really, Chi-Chi?
Here we go. Raya. I just looked it up. Social networking app known for its exclusivity and high-profile user base. It's often described as a celebrity dating app. Oh, wow. So in other words, only the most insufferable people will be on there. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad that exists, because those people can finally get off of the apps that other people would be on. All the narcissists can have an app just for themselves. Right? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, because it's like people like really A-list celebrities are on Raya, so they like vet and screen people.
So there's successful and unsuccessful narcissists on there. They have celebrities who are successful narcissists, and then they have unsuccessful narcissists like failed YouTubers.
I'm making an Italian red sauce specifically, but I probably should like grab a
That's what I just found as
pot
well.
and prepare some pasta.
Yes, Anna. Now we know where Anna got her date on. That's how come Anna found her date. She's on Raya, and some trance DJ who spins records that shaped like donuts, and in Ibiza. He's visiting Anna right as we speak.
Yeah. I'm not talking about what dating apps I'm using for obvious reasons.
Well, welcome in, Kidney J. Good to see you. Thank you very much for your membership. Very much appreciated. Let's give a new member shout out, Kidney J. Thank you so much, KJ. Enjoy the badge. You're the first one to show people the badge.
Sauces. Personally, I don't buy hunts. My mom does, so I'm just using what we have.
She eats a lot of sauce. Okay, what's that there? Is that the beef?
Like...
Is that the ground beef she's using? Let me share this little thing real quick for a second. But yeah, I think she's got ground beef there. Just big pile of beef.
It's an exclusive situation type deal. Oh Lord.
Oh, it could be sausage. That's what she usually uses. She uses the very fatty sausage.
She even said that though. I feel like it's been a while since she's talked like that. There are some things that stick around in girl world far longer than they stick around in her world. You know what I mean?
Hope you're doing all right, KJ. Had a chance to check out your stream the other day. It was a lot of fun.
So my parents live here when they're in the States, but most of the year they're in Florida.
It looked like it was cooked, I think.
I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna hit this with. Actually, no, we're gonna hit this with the seasoning. Some seasoning.
Oh, you know what they should have? They should have like a girl world dating app, like an app where like everybody has to be at least like 400 pounds, and like all the guys have to be feeders. Like that would be a pretty amazing app.
Now, y'all ready to throw down? Okay. So this is mostly pure, like tomato
Not a
products.
problem, Kitty J. Glad we could have you.
Not much flavor to it. So we're gonna hit it with salt.
Glad you like it.
And this
It's
is
sunny
not,
days,
like,
adult
table
daycare.
salt. This is like flaky kosher salt, so I have to shake it a lot more to get it out.
And the monthly members only stream going to be starting next month.
Right now, Georgina's doing a great job.
But that members only stream, I'm going to be taking requests from members if they have any specific topics they'd be interested in. I'm not automatically going to be covering every topic people request, but I will be taking all requests seriously. So if any members want to submit a request, just leave a comment on a video or on a post or something, or you can just even contact me on my Instagram.
So, and then I'm going to go ahead, we're going to do a little bit of MSG. Like, I really don't use a lot.
I'm a decent chef, and I know that the MSG is something that's used more in Asian recipes, but I just am not familiar with using that. Like, I feel just weirded out hearing it because I never use it, but I know that in a lot of places it's very common. So what's the chat think? I know we got a lot of good chefs in the chat. Some of you are all about the organic stuff, so I feel you're not going to like it, but I'm wondering what the rest of you have to say.
I am going to, oh wow, that was way too fucking much. Okay, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Kitty J.
That's a big ass pot.
Who got the membership? Let's see who got it.
Take these down. All right, we're gonna
I gotta
go
open
in
up
with
the tab to
garlic
see it.
powder.
Hold on. Let it see here.
I'm gonna use some of my granulated onion. We are dangerously low, folks.
It went out to Nutty. All right, Nutty, thank you. Glad you got it.
Oregano. Sweet
Enjoy that.
basil.
Enjoy the membership, Nutty and KJ.
some.
I'm almost thinking to try it. Like just, I don't know. I feel like it couldn't be so bad. Is that a pepper grinder she's using? I've never used an automated pepper grinder. I do like using a pepper mill. I think it's, I like the taste of fresh cracked pepper. So I do enjoy that. One thing that I do though, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I don't like to fill up the pepper mill completely because I find that the pepper can get old and nasty if it sits there for too long. So I just fill it up like halfway. And then when it's empty, I clean it out and refill it instead of filling it up all the way. And then it stays full forever and it gets kind of nasty. And as far as the girls' order for the cooks, I know I did the poll the other day, but my opinion on the girls as cooks, worst ones have got to be Foodie or maybe ALR. I think that Glitter is probably a step up just because she can afford better quality ingredients and things like that. But Rosie is the only one who really does any like significant amount of cooking for herself. And even though she's not a great chef, just the fact that she knows some recipes and does some cooking, she gets the edge over the other gals.
Right here. I think that's it.
I actually know a few people who do.
What did I do with my little red stir? Okay, there's some noises coming from the garage. Oh, they're right there.
I'm actually in the mood to make some pasta with tomato sauce for myself tonight. I don't make my own tomato sauce. I just use the jar, so it'll be pretty quick.
And then
I made some steak the other day. That was good. Made some sirloin steak. But I'm thinking of covering DSP, perhaps in the member stream if there's not a lot of interest in it otherwise. But the member stream, by the way, everybody will get a chance to see the member stream. It will be made public for everybody after about a week. So anybody who's not a member, you will get a chance to see the content. It's just gonna have to wait just a little bit. But nobody's gonna be locked out entirely.
all right.
So everybody will get a chance to see it at some point, if they're interested.
I don't like spicy marinara. I don't want spicy marinara.
It's good to see Rosie doing a little. Wow, that kitchen is really cluttered. I don't like to give people a hard time because I'm not super fastidious myself, but I cannot stand to have the kitchen be as cluttered as that. That's I mean, there's nowhere to put anything. Is she putting sugar? Is that sugar?
Hopefully that'll be enough.
She puts straight up sugar in the sauce. That's an interesting one. Tacos. I like tacos a lot.
All right.
Steak. I like steak
I'm gonna set a
tacos
30
too.
minute
That's a good
timer,
one.
And then I'm gonna taste it because it needs to marinate. I need to see how the seasonings
Look like
commingle.
sugar.
I need the sugar to sweeten the deal. I need the thyme to lessen the acidity. I need the garlic to really seep in here. I want the meat flavoring to really come to light here. I want everything to kind of get to know each other.
I do know
Oh,
that
fuck outta here.
like a lot of tomato sauces will have some sugar added. So I just have never seen anybody add it directly.
Okay. Thank you, Lauren. One of my subscribers got it for me. I'm very lucky.
Oh, glitter and
And at
lasers,
the
a
end-
thing I want to mention. This last haul, her clothes fit a little bit better.
You do, okay.
I think that's one of the things that makes me believe she might actually be talking to a guy.
Oh, there's still a fuck ton in here. Okay, this is gonna go back in the pantry.
Because what else would motivate her to start getting clothes that
I don't
fit?
want it to get fucked up. So,
Never shake anything like that with the top facing down, because that top can just pop open and everything can just come pouring straight out. Never do that. That is so silly to shake a jar like that facing down. Never do that.
your voice is so calming. Thank you, Dee.
That's my advice in the kitchen. Unless it's total, unless there's like it's completely sealed, which it may be. But if it's open, do not shake it upside down. Or at least put your hand over it.
Bam, like emerald. That's so funny, lazy. I don't know, Carmela. Is that the real Shani, for Christ?
Welcome in, Sunshine Country Chickens. Hope you're having a wonderful
Or
evening.
is that a troll?
Or wonderful day, rather. Excuse me.
You never know.
It's
like,
probably
if it's a
too
real person or
dirty.
not, unless,
Probably too cluttered.
Like Amber has a check mark. I don't have a check mark, but.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a theory. The stove is. Here's my theory. I guess this would be good for a poll. But I'll just ask you guys right now in the chat. What do you think it is? Do you think it's that the stove is just too cluttered? Or do you think that she can't reach a burner that's big enough? So the burner that she wants to use is all the way in the back. And because she's sitting on the chair, she can't reach it. So she uses that hot plate so she can have the burner closer to the edge of the counter. So that way she can use it while sitting down. That's my theory. That because she doesn't want to stand up, she likes to use that hot plate because she can put it near the edge of the counter so she can use it while seated. But it's also possible the stove is just too cluttered. I like chicken fried steak. That's a tasty one. That's one of those things that it's really all about the cooking. If you cook it right, it's so good. If you cook it badly, it's terrible. Because if you cook it good, it's so crispy and tasty. But if you make it bad, it's greasy and it's mushy, and it's all about the chef. If you cook that right, it's great.
I don't know a lot of her history besides like what people have told me. Yes, LOL. Like, can someone like click and verify?
Yeah, it's very cluttered.
I can't
Sunshine.
click through. I don't know if Shani has a.
Oh, and if any of my mods, if you'd like to post a link for Sunshine Country Chickens, I know she's got a channel. I never really post her link. And if any of my mods, if you'd like to post your link, feel free to do so. Or if you have any links you'd like to post as a mod, you're welcome to do so.
Check mark or not. Hello, Haza.
Oh, and I know that Rosie's in Florida and I'm in Florida, so sometimes I think about this. But Disney World, I was watching some shows about Disney World and everything, and it just looks like it's gotten more and more expensive. And now they have this this thing where you have to pay extra money to get around the line, to get on the rides. And it just feels like now they're nickel and diming you for so much extra stuff. Disney World was always expensive. But it used to be where you went to the park, you'd go on all the rides. I mean, you couldn't maybe see them all in a single day, but you could, depending on the crowds, you could still see a decent amount of rides. Now they have all these extra things where you can pay extra money. And on one hand, I like being able to skip the line, but I don't like the thought of having to pay $25 per person or $20 per person to do it.
Troll? Okay, that's what I figured. I figured by the profile picture it was a troll. Thank you, Thunderbender. I trust you.
That makes sense.
It's a troll, guys.
That's very true. I've had some awful meatloaf. You deserve it, Sunshine.
Yeah, for the most part, Liz.
I just cracked 1,000 myself. So it feels good to be up there.
Well,
it's nice to get a few cents back from YouTube ads for once. I've certainly watched enough of their ads myself over the years.
So we were never friends, Chi-Chi. I've actually never had a conversation with the girl.
With
she's
who?
just obsessed with me, and I don't know why.
With who? Who are you talking about, Rosie? Let's put up the chat. Who's this person who's obsessed with Rosie, allegedly?
Well, actually, I do know why. She's.
Do you know about Nicholas Cruz? Is that what she's talking about? I'm not really sure what she's talking about.
In what I used to do in my past, and she can't leave, and she's bitter. So, but she has been hating on me for a long time, even before her channel, and she's just trying to get out and make another way to make money.
It's a tasty meal.
Using me for that, so yeah. Why are you so obsessed with me? So.
Oh, absolutely, Canada.
I'm on TikTok as well. Yeah.
Hopefully somebody can drop that out.
I deleted her name out of my chat because I'm not People like that, I don't give
I'll
them
post
the
that
pleasure
link. I got it.
of letting them hear their name leave my mouth, because that's what they want. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that. I'd have to respect them first.
I think you click on the Yeah, here's what you do. Click on the little dollar
No, I
sign
didn't drip
down
stars.
by
I don't
next to
really
the
care.
the area where it says chat
I don't
on
want
the
to talk about
bottom
this
where you're
gross
typing the
cooking.
chat,
I prefer YouTube.
and then you can click in there and it'll let you
Damn savage, yeah.
let you click on the subscription from
Their
there.
channels are so small and insignificant. Like, I'd be doing them a favor. I don't owe them shit.
Very cool.
Dank food hack in progress.
Well, you're gonna get there someday.
Hell yeah.
Yes, in Canada, it's the little dollar sign next to the chat thing where you type in the bottom there. There's a little thing on the right, and there you can choose either a super chat or a membership or any option you'd like to use to support the channel. And thank you so much to everybody who has taken the opportunity to support today.
Hello, Brianna. Yeah, I'm gonna do, if it's not tomorrow, it's gonna be soon. I'm gonna shoot for tomorrow. I want to do a deep clean kitchen live, like, to the best of my abilities. Because I bought something that should really help me do
That's
kind
possible?
of what I want to do.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'm
the
sure it'll
magnets
be
and
on
stuff from the
maybe.
refrigerator and, like, deep clean the outside
I'll look into that.
of, like, everything.
I'm sure there'll be a way.
Cause
But thank you though for the interest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's on the menu tonight? Yeah, we're making pasta, so I'm gonna wait to start the pasta because then it'll just be longer for the sauce to sit and cook. So right now this is
thank you,
messy,
Jamie.
y'all. So when I'm, like, panning over here, I know this is a fucking wreck. That's why I'm glad I didn't deep clean yet, honestly, because this
I'm gonna
shit
fast
gets
forward a little bit. I
awry.
think
You can already see
we
it
only have so
splashing
much
inside the
time.
refrigerator, but
I want to get to Rosie where she's actually doing the cooking.
we've got
There we
this
go.
going. And I'm glad to just babysit it. Wow, can have some clout. Hi, cats for Nelson. That made me laugh, sure. Here's a little bit of clout.
She does her nails there. I'm not gonna watch her nails. There
Stop.
we go. Let's watch her make the other food. Here we go. So she's gonna add some seasonings, it looks like.
I'm gonna add some more basil. Chi-Chi, thank you so much for the
Oh, and I have a question. Cardamom seasoning. I always see that. What is that? What's a good way to use that? Because I got some the other day when it was on sale, and I'm not sure what to use it with.
Yeah, seriously. She is fucking just goddamn. I don't know who Montana Jordan is, no. Okay. I'm gonna add some more basil. Add some more oregano. And, I'm even gonna add some more garlic powder. I really want to add more onion powder, but you know what? I have some minced onions back here.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of onion. I don't like to use a lot of onion. I use maybe just a little bit. Oh, and I know, speaking of snacks, we're talking about food and all that stuff. The other day I tried a protein cookie that I really liked. It's a little fattening, so I don't think I would recommend it as like a daily thing. But if you want to get a little treat, it was called the, I think it was called the Ultimate Cookie. It was this big, giant thing. It was 400 something calories, but it was really good. But you could break it in half and eat half if you don't want to eat so much at once. But if you like a lot of cookie, it's a big one. It's really tasty. Welcome to Drella.
And
Oh, no worries, Tracy. Thank you so much.
we're gonna add just a touch more sugar. Let's go for it. Thank you.
Curry dish or rice? Meat. Okay, so like with some pork maybe? Yeah, that seasoning was old as heck. That was some old stale stuff. I think I'm gonna make some pasta with some tomato sauce for dinner tonight. Jeez, Canada, cool. I'm going to look into that. I have an iPad myself. I'm going to look into that later after the stream and see if I can figure out a way to facilitate that. Okay, it's got like a strong licorice flavor. Well, I'll give it a try. Look at me, Michelle. Yes, Disney World Fast Pass used to be free. That was, if anybody's not aware, they used to have something called Fast Pass, which was when you get to the park, you would go to when you went to a ride, you could wait in line for the ride, or they also had a little, like a little ticket you could grab, and it would show a time when to come back to get on the ride immediately. So, and it would usually be like 2-3 hours from the time that you got the ticket. So, for example, the first thing in the morning, you'd go to Space Mountain and you grab a fast pass for Splash Mountain, and you grab one for the haunted house, and then you go stand in line for Space Mountain. And by the time you got off Space Mountain, you then use your fast pass on the other two, and you got to go on 3 rides pretty fast, and it was pretty sweet. Like, I don't know. I mean, the lines were not that much longer, so it seemed to work okay. Oh, and another thing I heard about Disney World. I know that in the old days, I know they still have it, but the monorail, that was the best thing. If you went to stay there and you were able to stay someplace with monorail access, you could get in and out of the park in like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Like, you'd wake up and 10 minutes later, you'd be in the park. It was amazing. Now I heard they make you take like 2 buses from every hotel, because only like 3 of the hotels have monorail access. All the others, you have to take a freaking bus. So you're paying all this money to be at a hotel inside the park, but it still takes an hour to get to where you want to go. So you're really getting a benefit for your money? Jarella, we were just wondering that. My theory is that the burner she wants to use for the tomato sauce is in the back of the stove. And she can't reach it without standing up. So she uses the hot plate to keep it closer to the counter so she can access it while sitting. That's what I'm thinking. Or it could be that the stove is just so cluttered that she can't fit it on there.
You know, I don't know what she looks like off the top of my head, but from what I remember, I do think she is very pretty.
Oh, and Cardi B said something the other day that was kind of funny. I'm not like a big Cardi B fan. I definitely prefer Nicki Minaj. If I was gonna, I'm not like into like, I'm not really into like her raps necessarily. They're kind of vulgar, but I do have a lot of respect for her as a rapper. She's really, really very skilled. And so definitely Nicki Minaj over Cardi B. But either way, Cardi B made a joke where she had these XXL extra large jackets she was selling, and they all sold out. And she was like, man, you know, I didn't realize I had so many big fans. You know, y'all got to stop eating so much McDonald's, or something like that. And a bunch of people got really upset, and they were like, how could you say that, Cardi? That's so rude. That's so offensive. And they got all upset. And, you know, if you're going to be a fan of that lady, you have to know that she likes a joke.
There's not Jessica, you're going to be really upset when you find out that wasn't the first sugar dosage of the pot, girl. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, then you would definitely like Nicki Minaj.
This was authentic. That's all I got to say on that front.
She does some nasty rap.
My sauce is kind of bland because it's mostly like not me getting full internet named over here.
I like that she's using the plastic scraper, but I'm guilty of that too. I need to get some more plastic spoons because I'm always using a metal pot. I don't want to use the metal spoon in the metal pot because you don't want to scrape it if it's got a nonstick coating. So you got to be careful with that. Oh, that's why. She's using the stove as a place to keep her drink and to set up her phone. That's why she's using the hot plate. Maybe? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, by the way. That's why I think reaction content has become so popular, Havasu Mom. That's why I think channels like mine, there's so many of us. Because people feel like they can't say anything. So the reactors, people like myself, we kind of get up there and we just kind of say what's on our mind. And that's something that people are, you can't get that on TV anymore. People on TV are just so scared to say anything. And even celebrities are scared to say anything. So I think that's why people really enjoy reaction content, because it's just kind of saying what's on your mind, you know? Probably not, Nutty. And that's another thing about a dirty stove, is it can be a fire hazard.
Clean up some, because this is a fucking wreck, dog.
Oh, you've been moving, Nutty. I forgot about that. Hopefully
Remember to
it's going
hydrate,
well.
everyone. Yes. I got the bottle cap time out. Ooh, I've never tried brown sugar and spaghetti. You know, I think you're on to something, dog. Ooh. There's like going to be a depth of flavor there that I think would be really good with tomatoes.
All right, so she's got the sauce basically ready.
Basil and brown sugar, good ideas.
Let's go to the next step
really
here.
Good idea. I'm lower. So
She gets out of her chair for a second. Let's see what it's for. She smell what'd she smell on her hand? What's happened there? She put her hand in something and smelled it. What? Where'd that hand? Huh?
I'll be right back, folks.
What? I'm a little nervous about what I just saw. Should I rewind? Or should I just forget that I saw that and just keep going? What do you think we should rewind and find out what she was smelling? Or should we just pretend we didn't see that? Well, I need the company to do it, because it's hard for me to watch it solo. Well, it's still annoying. I mean, okay, dog. Yeah, Rosie does say dog a fair bit. At least she's not saying sexy every 5 seconds like Glitter and Lasers. Welcome to Angel Glass. Yeah, Rosie and Foodie are peas in a pod. They're corn in a bag. I hope not, Nutty. But she smelled something she didn't like. And if it was food, she'd have liked it. Ah, geez, Havasu, Mom. I think that
My first.
that's funny in a way. You know, I think a lot of young people are. I think they're still trying to come to terms what they think is appropriate for themselves, because they've been, told all their lives what's appropriate. Now they're getting older and they're able to decide for themselves what's appropriate. And I think some of them are maybe coming to a different conclusion than what they were taught perhaps in school or in the home or wherever. So I think that's an interesting situation to see people growing and maturing in front of your eyes like that.
Bowl is going to be some angel hair pasta.
Just keep on going.
But with a lot of leftover sauce, I'm going to be eating a lot of the edamame and soy pasta. But I want my first bowl to be like.
I like the older shows more myself. I don't really like a lot of the new shows that come out these days. I watch mostly older stuff. I like the older movies mostly. I like the older comic books mostly. I think that a lot of the newer entertainment nowadays, it's become so corporatized. It's so much about advertising and making a short-term profit that they don't really think about quality the same way. Like, quality is an afterthought with these new shows and these new entertainment properties. I feel like they designed an entertainment property to have 3 sequels and sell a line of merchandise before they even finish writing the script for the first movie. They don't even know if it's going to be any good, and they're already planning sequels. Yeah, that was a funny show back in the day. I liked the old wrestling back when I was a kid. I tried watching some modern wrestling. Some of it's okay, but a lot of it's just a little watered down. Oh, and the gaming too. The gaming. Thankfully, there's like new indie developers making good games, but like the mainstream publishers, the games they're putting out are just they're all. I mean, not to say that they're bad, because some of them are good, but they're not making traditional games anymore. They're only making these modern multiplayer games and these walking simulator type games. She was a good actress. Very pretty. It's not much worth watching. I mean, especially if you have streaming or YouTube or something like that. If you have some streaming services, who needs the TV? Those, I didn't really watch those myself, but I know those were popular shows. Those were good shows. I watched a couple episodes of Beverly Hills. Oh, you know who? Glitter and Lasers reminds me so much of Mimi. Glitter and Lasers, when she puts on all of her makeup and she does like her TikTok look, she reminds me so much of Mimi when she wears her big earrings and the bright lipstick and everything. Yeah, the old shows had a lot of, they were very dramatic. Like they were melodramatic. But that's not a bad thing. Like melodrama is entertaining. We like that stuff. I think I think we're going to start getting a resurgence. And that's something I'm happy with. I see that we're seeing more independent young people producing their own shows because the cost of cameras has gone down. The cost of computer special effects has gone down. The cost of wardrobe, making costumes, all that stuff has gone down. So people are able to put together much better quality productions, and people are making their own shows. And I think that we're going to start seeing a lot of really cool shows made by independent producers and independent actors and things like that. Like I would love to work with anybody who's doing that kind of stuff. I could do some acting. I could do some voice acting, narration, whatever. I would love to work with anybody like doing like a production like that. Because I think that Hollywood has gotten so stagnant that these fresh independent productions are where it's at. I think that's the future.
Yeah, you have to you can click the link in my description, and if it doesn't work through that route, then you can go ahead and copy and paste the link into Safari or any browser on your phone that you have.
Also, a lot of foreign countries. I see they're doing
Yeah,
movie
Daisy.
production now, and some of them are a little amateurish, but give them some time. They're gonna get a lot better.
Thank you. It says vibing and thriving, by the way.
A lot of Asian countries are making movies. Very cool, Tracy. I got a lot of respect for that. I think that I think that
I lived in Omaha for a few years, personally.
the majority of innovation in games is being done by the indie devs. So big respect to him. Yeah, if you don't mind sharing, you can let us know the name of the game he's done if you'd like to share. Paranormal shows like the like trying to think what they called that, like that one, like the X-Files, or more like the documentary type shows like Unsolved Mysteries. Freak Zone Games. I'll give them a look. Definitely. My father used to love X-Files. He used to watch that show a lot. I kind of liked X-Files, but he liked it a lot more than me. Very cool.
I don't have.
That's cool. I did like some amateur acting.
I'm debating just dumping a bunch of this into the sauce.
Just do it, Rosie. You know you're gonna. I was
What
in
do
some
y'all think?
amateur like student productions. I don't think I could still find. I don't think I still have a copy of any of it anywhere though. I wish I did. I wish I could find a copy of the movie I did. I acted
I
in
think I normally do. We're getting
student
closer to the
production.
end.
And you know what my role was? I played the ugly duckling who was like a nerd, who like couldn't get a girl, and then at the end he got the girl like because like he took off his glasses and he ended up being kind of cute. Like it was so stereotypical. It was so like Hollywood. And my friend said to me, he says, they got you playing somebody ugly. He said, if they wanted somebody ugly, why didn't they get me? And I said, they don't want really ugly. They want Hollywood ugly, which means, you know, glasses and a bad haircut and, you know, 20 pounds overweight. They don't want real ugly, you know?
Yes.
That's my story.
Oh, come on. Ugh.
Okay, let's fast forward a little bit to the part where Rosie eats it, because this stream, we only have so much time here. I want to make sure we get a chance to see the end here. So finally, Rosie spent all this time cooking, and what does it lead to? She finally made the sauce, so now she adds the pasta.
Oh, it's okay, Daisy. You're fine.
Is that Berea or is that Walmart?
Yeah, I feel you, Christine.
Oh, does anybody have like a pasta brand they would recommend? Because I'm down to try a new type of pasta. I've been eating Berea since forever. Good pasta, affordable, but I wouldn't mind trying something new.
Yeah, I run into the same problems.
Yeah, it's a
Huge
huge
pea-wise.
saucerella. That's like a family size.
Yeah, I do need more potassium, I'm sure. I'm sure. Don't yell at me for what I'm about to have to do because of the size of my pot. I couldn't find the pot I was looking for. I don't know where it went.
Right? She might as well grate an entire
I swear to God,
brick.
this isn't dishwasher, I'm gonna be mad at myself. But I have to break the pasta so it'll fit. Don't yell at me. I know this is treason in some countries.
Welcome in, Cat C. Good to see you.
Okay, timer. 4 minutes. Should have muted. You're right, I should have. I don't normally do that, by the way. I just needed to this time.
Interesting, Havasu Bomb. That's very cool. I'm glad you had a good experience. I know some people, they say like, oh, you know, it was really hot and they didn't give us anything to eat. I've heard some people say it was, you know, say some negative experiences.
Noonan.
So I'm glad you had a good one.
Yeah, apparently potatoes are a really good source of potassium.
She takes a long time. Rosie cooks slow.
Apparently.
And you know what else I think is hilarious? Rosie is always prepping, quote unquote, prepping food. But every time she goes to eat, she always has to make something new because whenever she prepped, she already ate. Refrigerated pasta, okay. Fair enough.
Damn it.
Oh, that's cool. I like steak and lobster. I can dig some of that. Do you think Rosie's getting bigger? Like looking at her from this angle, I think she might be getting even bigger. And her legs look like they got skinnier. It looks like she actually lost muscle tone on her legs, but her upper body got bigger. Is anybody else seeing that? Like her legs look, they might have gotten skinnier. Look at that.
Do I like stuffed potatoes? Yeah.
I think she actually
Like loaded baked potatoes?
lost
Yeah.
muscle tone at the same time. Skinny legs, right? Oh, that's good. That's actually a fair point, Jarella. Your upper body just got bit. That
It's
would
about
make
to
me
be
think
done.
she's gained.
So we're just gonna go
Because
ahead
her legs
and
do look smaller proportionally.
call it. It's been about 2 hours.
Rosie had actually lost some weight for a period of time. I don't remember exactly what the dates were, but I remember she had lost like 60, 70, maybe even 80 pounds. She had like a good weight loss. And unfortunately, she's since gained all that back and more. I think Rosie's also one of the least active of the girls. You know, Chantel, at least she gets up and walks around occasionally, not very often, but she does go on her plane flights and all that kind of stuff. I feel like ALR is very lazy. Glitter and Lasers is pretty active as far as the girls go. Even though she's not anywhere near as active as she claims, she's a lot more active than somebody like Rosie, who doesn't even stand up to cook.
Like, sick. I am American. Hi, Donna. Hello, hello. That's what they're called in the UK. They're called jacket potatoes when because they bake it a certain way, and it's like a whole thing.
I agree, Jarella. Glitter and Lasers has a lot of strength in her legs, even though she is as big as she is.
Some I just reapplied. Wasn't
Rosie
it?
is the complete opposite.
Stay. God. Okay.
She does just plop in, like she crushes those chairs. Oh, I didn't see that, Jamie. Oh, you know what?
Okay.
I could run this stream a little bit long today. Rosie's going to be over soon. I'll run the clips that I have of Foodie. It's only like a 10-minute video. I will run that at the end. I agree, Abasim. I know that Salah threw some water on her the other day. He kind of got pissed at her. And I actually was thinking, I even commented this, that I'm most surprised that Salah was not more upset for getting kicked out of Kuwait. I thought after he got kicked out of Kuwait, he would have been done with Foodie. Like, he would have been like, the heck with you. You're horrible. You've cost me my home. You've cost me a lot of money. You've cost me all this trouble. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I thought he would have been completely done with her after that. The fact that he seemed to be okay with it was very surprising to me. Now that we're seeing that he's not quite as okay with it as he seemed, though, is what we're seeing now.
Oh, okay. So,
Welcome to Tracy V.
I'm going to go ahead and...
Thank you so much for your membership.
I'm going to go ahead and...
Thank you very much,
stir
Tracy.
up.
Hope to see you at the members stream next month when we finally run it. And enjoy your badge. And I will be trying to get up some emotes as well, but I didn't want to promise those until I have them up.
The wood, I call this Italian sawdust.
Yeah, very, very, very big cylindrical midsection.
And then I'm going to stir that up.
He's got to be angry. Like
And then
I bet he's pretty upset with himself, because up to this point, he had kind of come out ahead on this whole deal. Until he got kicked out of Kuwait, yeah, he looked bad. Yeah, he embarrassed himself. Yeah, he had to spend a lot of time with Chantel, had to smell Chantel, had to put up with her beezers. But he did get some money out of it. So maybe it wasn't a bad trade in his mind. But now that he got kicked out of his home where he stayed for years, he can't hang out with his friends. It does seem like he landed pretty softly in Syria. Like they found a place there that's decent, at least compared to where he was staying before Foodie came there. I mean, remember, Salah was not staying in a nice place originally.
off. I'm going to throw this in the sink.
Oh, that too, Havasumam. That's a good point.
And then
As long as it doesn't get any worse than that, I'm okay with it.
let's take a little bite of the butter noodles.
You think he's still holding out that hope?
Oh, done, perfect.
At least get something out of it, right? He's gonna make her eat healthy. keeps coming back when you want her the least.
So then, before I mix it in, the final little bit, because I love cheese.
She loves
I'm gonna
cheese.
sprinkle just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little
Of the
bit. Just a little bit of mozzarella. Oh, okay, I thought she was going to
Not a
throw that
lot,
entire
because
chunk
I
on
want to
there.
melt.
I thought she was going to put the entire handful on there.
And I'm not throwing this in the microwave, so.
Oh, she is. Okay, well, maybe she is actually. Hold on, let's see how much she puts on. Too much cheese, Rosie. I like cheese, but
Okay. And
you
then
put that much cheese on the pasta, you're killing it nutritionally.
clean the butter dish.
Oh, and did she put butter on there first? So she made this. Okay, so this pasta dish. Let's look at the actual amount here. How many thousands of calories is this? So that's, I want to say that's 3 to 4 servings of pasta. That's at least 3 servings of pasta, probably 4. And then she added butter, right? And cheese.
We're gonna dress it with some of the.
So that's at least.
I call this Italian sawdust.
Like that's at least like 5, 6. That's at least like 4 ounces of cheese.
I'm gonna throw this in the sink. So actually, let's take a little bite of the butter noodles.
And she added butter. I missed how much butter she put in. Did anybody see how much butter went in there? And then she does how many ladles of sauce? This is easily over 1,000 calories.
Before I mix it in, the final little bit.
With that last bit, I'm
love
going to say
cheese.
about 1,400 calories, I
sprinkle
think,
just
for this
a
whole
little
plate.
bit
Maybe
of
1,500?
the mozzarella.
I'm going to estimate 1,500 calories for this plate.
Not a lot, because I want it to melt. And I'm not.
Along
I'm
with
not throwing this in the
cheese.
microwave, so.
Extra flavor, Nutty. That's like GlitterandLazers doing her little dance. I'm not hyperextending my knees. I'm not woohoo! I'm not hyperextending my knees.
Clean the butter dish. Alright. So now we're gonna mix this up.
I just hope it doesn't end badly. If that's how it ends,
gonna
that's
give it a
probably for
minute
the
to
best. Because
melt
if
the mozzarella.
my belief is this: if it doesn't end like that, I think it's going to end badly with Foodie either refusing to leave, or Salah, getting aggressive and demanding that like, hey, you owe me. I'm not letting you leave, unless you give me something first. So I hope that is how it works out, where they can just have a clean break.
I wish I had some fresh Parmesan. Oh my god. That would make this top level cheesy spaghetti pasta.
Her blood
ahead and
group is
salt the
cheese
noodles.
sauce. Her blood pressure is self-serve. That's true too. That is true too. Yeah, they kind of have a mutual parasitism going on. Oh, welcome in, Lily.
My brother doesn't
Hope you're
like
having
pasta.
a nice day. Cannot stand her head
Weird.
bopping.
I know. He'll eat ramen and he'll eat lasagna, but he won't eat pasta. He won't eat mac and cheese. He won't eat spaghetti. None of it.
Well, you're in luck, Lily, because Rosie's segment is
it
almost
confusing,
done for today.
Not my business.
Rosie's brother seems like a nice guy. He's always cleaning the pool. He's always cleaning the house. He's always trimming the grass. He seems just like and he has a job. He's always working. He just seems like a really nice, helpful guy.
I know. That's how I feel, Demery.
So what do you folks think of my estimate on this bowl? About 1,500 calories? I think that's a pretty fair estimate. Far too much for a serving for one meal. I don't care how big you are.
It's absolutely a texture thing.
Rosie is just eating like she's bulking. Like she's eating just massive portions
I don't
every
know if
chance
this
she
fork is
gets.
a great option for spaghetti.
Look how huge that spork is.
The cheese is
She's using this giant serving dish with this giant serving fork.
It's like there we go.
Yeah,
it's
we
just
are.
Not a big deal.
We
Like,
are.
For me,
We're
it's
wrong
just
a
like,
lot.
I'm just eating because I cooked it.
I'm not. I think I'm wrong a little bit less, but that's only because I try not to. I tend to hedge my bets a little bit more. But when I actually take a guess, I'm wrong sometimes. But I think that's because it's fun to guess, even if we are wrong. Like I'll at least say up front that I don't know if I don't know.
What I mean, like I'm not like.
But what I don't like is when you get those kind of clickbaiter type reactors who will say something and act like they know it's true. And then the video, they'll say, well, actually, I'm not really sure. But they'll make a post, but they'll post a title acting like they know something. I can't stand those people who do that clickbait stuff. I will never do that. Or at least I'll try to never do that. Hopefully I don't ever do that. Hold me accountable if I do.
Yeah. I'd just like to point out.
Slurp some.
This is not a serving fork. It's long.
Yeah, it's not a serving fork. No, it is a serving fork, Rosie. It really is. It may not be like a huge, massive serving fork, but that absolutely is a serving fork. And Lily, she's eating those noodles like a sea turtle eating a jellyfish.
Longer than like your average fork, but if you like the handle's longer, but if you look at it, it's just
yeah, it's only twice as thick. Look how much thicker it is on the side.
Thicker because it's bamboo.
It's thick, exactly. It's thicker. It holds a lot more noodles when you wrap it around.
I saw some tweets about my utensil choices, and I was like, bro, it's really, I just like bamboo. I have.
Yes, just coincidentally, she likes the extra large fork. It's nothing to do with how big it is. She just likes the wood fork.
Sensitivity.
If it was really tiny, if it was a really tiny wooden fork, she absolutely would choose it because she just prefers the wood, right?
And when you're eating food, I don't know about y'all, but most of the time I can taste the metal, and I prefer not to.
Yeah, it's
Hello.
massive. It's massive.
T-sit. I don't know what to call you.
Foodie is back in Syria. At least I think she is. Oh, you mean you thought she went? I thought she went back to Syria. I figured she wasn't going back to Canada. At least not for a while.
Who would eat with a back scratcher? That's disgusting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Jarrell.
I love bamboo
absolutely.
forks and spoons. Spoons especially.
But if I do say something dumb like that, I don't mind being called out.
No, she did not, Joanna. No, she did not. I mean, of course she did. Who am I kidding?
I mean, as long as you don't have metal in your mouth. I mean, if I'm taking it. I mean, I don't know. I think that's a little bit abnormal. I tend to notice the taste of metal. It doesn't have like a strong taste, but it has like a texture and like a. It's not so much a taste. But I could definitely notice it.
Ain't no fucking way. That's so nasty. Ew. I'm trying to eat. Don't ruin my meal.
Oh, Rosie said that? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not believing that. Yeah, it definitely has a feeling. Definitely has a feeling. Glitter and Rosie have that in common. That's one of the things about Foodie. Foodie definitely justifies herself. But one thing I respect about her a little over somebody like Glitter or Rosie is she at least acknowledges that she's eaten herself into this massive size. She doesn't try to pretend that she has some unique medical condition. She's like, yeah, I ate myself to be this big. She doesn't admit it cleanly, but she will admit it at some point. Whereas Glitter believes that she has been dieting and exercising and doing everything right, and her body just betrayed her and won't lose weight. And Rosie, she's kind of just in denial. She's not as bad as Glitter, though. Amber's another one who's always pretending to diet. Amber's always lying and saying that she's on a diet.
This is really good spaghetti. Yo, Tommy's mom.
Feed fork.
You're getting a 1-minute timeout for that. Oh, you
Ouch.
did 10 seconds. That's funny.
Sorry to hear that, Jarrell. Hopefully you can. Hopefully there's something you can do for that. Okay, so let's it's getting close to the 2-hour mark. I still want to cover a little bit of Foodie because she had a recent video with Salah where Salah and her kind of fought a little bit. I think that's funny, so I want to cover that since this Rosie one is almost done. So let me pull that up as we watch the end of Rosie here. The name of the, let's see here.
Okay, that's really gross, actually. I'm trying to eat. That's disgusting. Don't talk like that. That's
What is it?
really
What are they
gross.
talking about? What the hell with the nasty comments? Did they get deleted?
You're fine, Georgina.
I think it got deleted.
I didn't put a forever block. I just did a timeout because I'm not sure about that account anyway, but
Rosie's got to be
it's
careful.
just gross.
Take that crap over to Foodie Beauty's where it belongs. Okay, let's see the so let me put up, speaking of Foodie Beauty, let me load up the Girl World tab real quick. Girl World Live. Dr. Phil reacts too. I didn't have a picture of Foodie in this one. Oh well. Pretend that Foodie's in there. And now, let's close it out with oldie but goodie. Foodie Beauty.
Excuse me.
Oh, and this video is this edit is from Marley Hendricks. Let me post a link.
What the hell do you want?
Appreciation.
Appreciation.
Yeah.
Selfish.
I'm not selfish.
You go to Qatar for the AC and food and rest break. And when you come back,
100%,
you have to
Trilla.
go 5 hours in traffic from office to 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 office.
Okay, let me see what's. I'm kind of missing it here. The volume's a little low. Let me rewind this. Let's hear this again.
Excuse me.
What the hell do you want?
Appreciation.
Appreciation.
Yeah.
Selfish.
I'm not selfish.
You go to Qatar for the AC and food and rest break. And when you come back, I have to go 5 hours in traffic from office to 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 office. Headache. Finish your papers.
Oh, yeah, you complain now. Who paid?
Well, that's a fair complaint. I mean, if I was Salah, I would not be happy about that. Let's hear what Foodie's rebuttal is.
Office to office. Headache. Finish your papers.
Oh, yeah, you complain now. Who paid for the hotel?
Not me.
So,
Huh? Who paid for the hotel? Not me. What's she trying to insinuate? Who paid for the hotel? Not me. I'm not sure what she's trying to insinuate there, that the money was grifted from her channel, that Salah gave. What's she trying to say there?
why did you let me go then? Because you knew that I would be here with no water, the house was a disaster.
Yes, you have to live a tough life.
You wanted me to stay in Damascus, but... And why am I living a tough life? Because I let water on me when I'm...
Why am I living a tough life? Why are you living a tough life, Foodie? Well, maybe some people in my chat would like to say why. I can give my guess as to why. Because you've decided that you want to keep track of Salah, who doesn't love you, doesn't care about you, but you want to be his babysitter 24/7 because you're scared that it will go public that he is in no way faithful to you. So you stay there and you try to keep him trapped so that he can't embarrass you by stepping out on you. That's why your life sucks, Foodie. That's why you're in Damascus. Because you're scared to let your boyfriend be by himself because you know he's not really your boyfriend. Or your husband, excuse me. Her husband. Her husband, that's right, they're married.
Really hot. Feels good, actually. Moussaka.
Ah! Salah splashed her with some water. He had enough. Oh, did he? She was pissed. Ooh, she was pissed. Okay, let's fast forward to the title screen.
Hey, guys.
Okay, the volume here is a little bit, it's a little hard to hear because her fan is so loud. There's a lot of background noise. So hopefully the volume is balanced well. If it's not, let me know. I can try to adjust it a little bit, but it is going to be hard to hear her no matter what, purely from the volume of her fan.
Can you hear me now?
The noisiness
I'm
of her
here.
fan.
Hello, everybody. Jessica, Laura, NLM. Hello. Hey.
Yes,
hey, Mike.
Capricorn.
So I was on a phone call.
Foodie, you know, if she tried to turn that around on him, she's like, oh yeah, well, my life sucks here. And yeah, but that's your fault, Foodie. You're the reason that Salah got kicked out of Kuwait. He didn't tell you to come to Syria. You got yourself kicked out by trying to scam using that kitten. She took a kitten from its mother when it was so young, it still couldn't even feed itself yet. It was still being weaned by the mother. She stole the kitten away so that she claimed it was sick, even though it wasn't, so she could try to scam donations. Foodie is shameless. Really, I don't like the grandstand, but lately she's been shameless.
Man, we had a busy day today. Hello. We're by a noisy street, and a lot of people use motorcycles here. We do have AC now. Yes. Yep. But we can't use it now. Gotta use it in the day, or when the government electric's on. So.
Well, he's working to renovate the house now, but other than that, he doesn't really do too much. But it does sound like he's been working more lately, renovating this house. So he has been doing at least that. And he does care, and he does go and do Foodie's. He's Foodie's errand boy. That's kind of like a job, right? Like, you know, picking up her food, taking her to the doctor. Like that's at least a part-time job, taking care of Foodie.
Oh, 6 hours of dishes? You don't even understand how it's possible. Okay, like picture.
She did.
Every single item for a kitchen was in storage from like pre-war era. Okay, so the dust,
Agreed,
the
Jarella.
layers of dust.
Agreed, 100%, Jarella. If they shouldn't be putting their problems on camera for other people to see. But are they even a real couple? So I can't be too strict with them when they're not even actually married.
And dirt on the dishes, and there was like I don't know, they're probably like
it's
our
hard.
families have
Who
a
would
lot
want to
of
live
stuff
like
to
that?
entertain people, so they have so many sets of coffee cups, espresso cups.
You're right, Jarella. You're right, and I hope it doesn't escalate to anything worse. I mean, I'm laughing because it's Foodie, but it's not funny to see two people fighting. I hope that this doesn't get any worse and they can resolve whatever the problem is. And if they can't, they should split up. There's no reason for them to stay together if they're going to fight like this.
Water cups. I mean, every day I could use a different type of glass, and I'll never run out. Huge serving
Well,
platters,
I don't know about you,
full of
Jamie,
like,
but I'm jealous. I'm
you don't
jealous
even
of
know.
Salah.
Stacks of plates like it's a restaurant, okay? Like, we don't know if we're going to show the house. It's not really my house, you know? And
Two wrongs don't make a right.
I
but
kind of respect that.
I
Like,
get
you know,
where
it's
you're
a
coming from,
private
Betty.
family house, and, you know, while I'm welcomed here, I want to keep it off my messy channel. Maybe some.
If you want to be technical, he does. I mean, if you want to like break it down, like by hours worked and payments earned, he does work for her, at least part-time. She has paid him a stipend or salary. I'm pretty sure she has.
Maybe some part, like I want to set up like a nice filming area. Maybe some parts of the kitchen. I don't know. We'll see. It's not my house. It's his family's house. You know, like I don't own it, but I'm his wife, so I'm welcome here. Yes, but it belongs to his whole family. You know, so it's not like it's his. Like it's the way it's inherited. Yeah, sure, but it's not just his. It's not just his. We showed our house in Kuwait. What happens? Gets picked apart, disrespected. I don't want that to happen too. So there's not.
I can't blame her for not wanting to dox herself too much because a lot of people on the internet are incredibly nosy. So I understand if she's a little bit hesitant to show a lot of her personal life. So I can kind of respect that.
There's gonna be a chance of that. Hi, sweet love.
You happy with the new AC?
Yes, I can't wait till tomorrow morning. I'm gonna put my alarm for 8 a.m. and we're gonna turn it on right when we're getting up. Time is now.
Tomorrow is cleaning party.
Cleaning party? Oh,
From
So
10
good.
or 11 a.m. maybe.
oh no.
Until 7 p.m.
Salah's like, we're going to clean, we're going to work. So anybody who says Salah doesn't work, there he is. He's talking, we're going to work all day cleaning. Foodie's like, heck no with that.
Cleaning? Like what kind? Like, are we gonna be moving furniture in the house?
Yes.
So then we have to take this stuff out of the rooms to clean floors,
Yeah, exactly.
and then put the furniture in. So we have to think of where we're gonna put stuff.
Tomorrow we'll decide.
That's
one by one.
That's true.
Which means before.
Jarella, at this point, I don't like to call out any reactors by name because that's just not my style. I don't like any drama. But I absolutely will agree that there are some reactors that seem to be far too obsessed with Foodie, and they seem to be too concerned with drama and with yeah, that's it. Too concerned with drama, and they've lost the plot. I'll just say it like that. It's not,
Anything?
want
We
to
have to
create.
go to the
I
supermarket.
don't want to create drama, so I'm just going to leave it
to
alone.
get floor cleaner, right?
Yes.
And fruits.
So,
There's gotta be ice somewhere around here. And she's back to Qatar by Saturday. I know if I was a Pokemon, I would be Snorlax. That's for sure. in every sense of the way. Anyways.
Kuwait was pretty
Oh,
sweet.
I'm like Jinx?
I mean,
I thought you meant Julia.
I mean, think about it from Foodie's perspective. It was all of the benefits of Canada, except she didn't have the American fast food. There were a few things she didn't have, but it was basically her own little miniature version of Canada. She got the fast food. She had Salah, who was like her Pete's. She had everything she needed.
I miss. That doesn't look like
Like
me,
Snorlax or Jinx.
right? Hey, Miller.
Glad you think so, Drilla. Try to keep it relaxed.
Did you ever catch that one?
Well,
Does it not
Lord.
look like Chantel? Can you put up a picture of Snorlax? Yeah, I look like Snorlax.
Salah with the helpful, Salah with the diagrams to help us. Foodie does look a little bit like Snorlax, but to be fair, anybody who's really big and round looks a little bit like Snorlax, especially if they wear a hood.
That's me. No.
And Snorlax is known for just sleeping all day. That's what his behavior is. Snorlax, he just sleeps and eats all day. He really is like a foodie.
The same smile even.
The feeder Pokemon.
Potato face.
Potato face eating all the time. Oh. It's not gunfire. They have fireworks here every night. Now during the war, it was gunfire. I did this little movement. Oh, Nina said.
Oh, this is gun.
No, that's a gun, foodie. She's like, oh, it's fireworks. It's fireworks. I used to say that. I lived in a not so nice neighborhood before people would come to visit. I'd be like, oh, that's firecrackers. That's just firecrackers. People are celebrating.
That's a gun?
Yeah. AKM. This is AKM.
Okay, that was an automatic weapon, yeah.
AKM.
Are they killing someone or are they just shooting it?
It's assault
Well, that's a good question, foodie. Did you hear a scream? If you didn't hear a scream, they're probably just shooting.
Yeah, but for celebration.
Assault rifle.
Assault rifle, but why are they shooting for?
I don't know. Probably celebrating everything party.
Ah.
They're
Somebody
probably just happy that they got their food.
Pew pew.
somebody got married, maybe. We'll just say that.
Are you here, Juice?
That was definitely a
What
rifle.
are you doing? What are you doing?
I do that all day, and then he sometimes goes, Alice.
Yeah, you're getting my nerves sometimes. A lot, like for real.
Even though I do laugh at this stuff, I don't like to see any people fighting or disrespecting each other. I don't like to see that. But I am laughing a little bit because I like to think that this is not going to go any further. This isn't going to lead to anything too bad. But I just want to say that once again, if Foodie and Salah cannot treat each other properly, they really should split up. They don't have any kids. They don't have anything tying them together. If it's not going well, there's no reason why they have to put up with that. Either one of them.
Listen, buddy, I'm Canadian, born and raised, okay? So
Yep,
I
everything
don't
she
think I'll ever
wanted.
be truly, like, you know?
So, do you think Chantal ate too much when she went to the hotel and get sick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, the first time I didn't even need to eat that much fast food to get sick. Like, Hardee's was awful. Because, guys, even like KFG, like, even when I would eat KFG, I wouldn't finish it. Remember, I would have like a bit and, you know, but the Hardee's,
Just eat water. Can you drink food, by the way?
Just eat water. And don't drink food.
yeah, I can make a smoothie. Kebab smoothie, shawarma smoothie. This is what happens to Salah
Some people hate Salah's laugh. I don't mind it.
after 10 at night. He was watching me hang the clothes today. He said, you're
You
going to
lost
lose
1 kilo of grams in 1 month.
Yeah.
But-
And then I went to Qatar.
And you gained 15 maybe.
I can't be trusted. Like, I need to.
She gained back 15 kilograms in 2 weeks. Is that what she just said? That she gained back 15 kilograms in 2 weeks. That's crazy. That is crazy. How I can't even imagine how much food that would take.
Not be alone around food delivery apps.
Well, I told you, don't travel.
I thought I could.
I thought.
Yeah.
Keep your thoughts to yourself, okay?
Salah's telling her what's up. He's like, hey, Foodie, this is. I mean, I don't like him throwing the water, but I do like him telling her, the reality, because she's being dishonest with herself. He's telling her straight up.
Thought I could do it.
Dumb.
No need to call her dumb,
Throw the light on me.
but
Wow, it's stuck. What the hell? What a shot. Look where, like exactly on your forehead. Wow,
It's stuck to the sweat.
my aim. Because you sweat? That's why? Oh my
he's
god.
a little bit of a weirdo.
I'm running
Welcome
out
in, Pup
of
Kitty.
words, so
You're having a great night
what the?
or great day. Excuse me.
Did we get on each other's nerves?
It did sound pretty close, but I guess you get used to it after a while. You can't. It's not like you're gonna. It's not like you're gonna go outside and look for who shot it, right?
You know how people say no here in Syria? They go. It's true. That's what they do. Don't you dare. If you do that, you're gonna have to sleep with one eye open. Am I doing it right? If you ask somebody and the answer is no, they go. I was like, what does that mean? Do I ever cringe when I hear myself? Yeah. I don't really play myself. Oh. He does that randomly throughout the day. He pours water on me when I'm really.
These people are. I'll tell you one thing. These people look very bored. Salah looks very bored, very frustrated, very unhappy here. I think it could just be that he's sick of having to work and clean up the property, and he's tired of Foodie. But he just seems kind of frustrated.
What?
I can't blame him for being frustrated. I would be frustrated too in that situation.
Feels good actually. Moussaka.
I will say one thing. They are really hot and sweaty, so dumping water is not so bad. Like getting a splash of water when you're really hot is not a big deal. It's not like it's freezing cold, you know?
You! Why did you do that? I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Pew pew.
Oh, that feels good actually.
She looks like a wet penguin.
Where's that AK?
It does feel good. I was gonna say, in that kind of heat, splashing yourself with water with the fan on probably does feel good.
Get him shut down. It's on. I threw water on him.
It's on.
It's on like Donkey Kong. Ew, it's salty.
Oh, that's
My
actually
sweat.
believable. I can believe that.
Okay,
I'm glad you like it,
tell us.
Jamie. 'Cause I like laughing.
You find it entertaining? Him pouring water on me? How did you learn keyboard?
I guess, like, you don't know the answer?
Naturally by ear. He just learned himself.
A lot like
so why you
Goofy,
want
yeah.
to
Why are you being snippy? Staring contest? Staring contest. Whoever laughs or looks away loses.
I don't think you could lose a staring contest against Foodie. I don't think you could win one against her because she never blinks.
You're laughing already. You lost from the first second.
Nah, she doesn't.
You sound so
blink.
irritated lately. Are you irritated?
I'm tired, guys.
He's tired, guy.
Sabah is being real.
No, you're not. You're being annoying.
What?
Oh,
Round two?
no. I will hit you. Well, I will. Yeah, he's a good man, even when he throws water on me.
Thanks, beautiful lady.
Oh, he knows I like it anyways. Honestly, throughout the day, I just pour water on myself. Probably not. They didn't want me to go in the first place. But
I used
whatever.
to, when I lived in South Florida and the air conditioner would break regularly, I used to eat ice cubes. That was my way of keeping myself
No, because
dying of the heat.
the home's not completely done, so he's worried about me, like, my comfort level, but I'm not complaining, right?
What?
I'm not
But
complaining.
yeah, if you're really dying of the heat, swallow a couple ice cubes. That'll cool you off.
Oh yeah, nothing, yeah, at all.
No, I don't. I mean, if like knowing me, it could be a lot worse. I could be whining all day. Marriage is a love-hate relationship. There's
Sabah
the
is
fine
very
line.
talented. See?
Yeah. Yeah, you can be friends with people from other religion, of course.
Marriage is a love-hate relationship. Can be also friends beside the lovers. Annoying. Why you travel to Qatar? Why are you annoying? I'll spend 4 to 5 hours there in the friggin' traffic.
Yeah.
Cost a lot of fuel.
I'm glad I don't have to go.
4 or 5 hours driving. That is not something I could see why I'd be frustrated with that, sir.
Oh.
There's
Sorry.
what?
Driving
How
what, 10 hours round trip so that Foodie could make that vacation. I mean, I hope he's getting compensated for that because that would be very frustrating.
You selfish?
Well, if you want, I can go back to Qatar in 15 days
Let's
instead.
go.
Yeah. Well,
Darn right, Havasu. Havasu mom.
excuse me.
In Syria? Maybe.
What the hell you want?
Appreciation.
Appreciation.
Yeah.
Selfish.
I'm not selfish. You want me in the way?
You go to Qatar for the AC and food and rest break.
It
and
was
when you come
hot
back,
when I was down
I
there.
have to
I
go 5
actually,
hours in traffic.
it was after a hurricane. I told the story before, I think. It was after a hurricane and the power was out for a few days and it was just brutally hot. And I remember I got heat stroke one day because I had stayed up all night, or not all night, but I'd stayed up like half the night really late because I was just drinking all night. Just, you know, there was no electricity, there was nothing to do. And I was a pretty irresponsible guy at the time. It was my early 20s. So I just got drunk and hung out with my buddies, but it was so hot. So I went to sleep at like 4 in the morning. And I woke up the next day and I felt like, and I was like kind of a little chilly. And there was like and I was wet. And I looked down, there was like a puddle underneath me. And I was like, did I spill something? And I realized that puddle was my own sweat. I'd sweat an actual puddle on the tile underneath my bed. And I opened up the door and the hot air from outside, I felt cold when it hit me. That's how hot I was. Like I was so overheated. And I looked at the thermostat on the wall and it was not an electrical one. It was one of those old fashioned ones where it has the little red line. It was all the way at the top. It didn't even go any higher. It was up at 90. That was as high as it went.
Office. Headache. Finish your papers.
Oh, yeah, you complain now. Who paid for the hotel? Not me. So why did you let me go then? Because you knew that I would be here with no water, the house was a disaster.
But yeah, I drank a bunch of water and I did, you know, I was lucky I was young and healthy because otherwise I probably would have collapsed.
Yes, you have to live a tough life.
You wanted me to stay in Damascus, but no. And why am I living a tough life? Because I love you.
Oh, Foodie, that is BS. Don't you dare put that onto Salah. Don't you dare. Salah is not a great guy in a lot of ways. You could certainly criticize him for a lot of things. I'm not going to defend him. But don't you dare blame Salah for your problems, Foodie. That's one thing that you cannot blame him for. In fact, it's the other way around. He can blame you for his current problems because he should still be in Kuwait if it weren't for you. So I'm not going to start defending the guy, but don't you dare say that he's the reason why you're in the situation you're in. That is BS.
Exactly.
Where's your bees?
Orange, where's your bees?
Why
Focus.
you shake your hands? Your arm.
It's a long story. Why did I start doing that, guys? Oh, because I had before I was hijabi, I would wear just no sleeve, and my arm fat, I would wiggle it for them.
Nearly with the fourth gift.
Wow.
For Anas Salah, why you didn't go with her to the hotel? I have work in the house. How can I travel with her?
Yeah,
Come
she's
on.
friend zoned.
Give me a break.
Ugh.
You think my soulmate would throw a water bottle at my
Be
head?
safe, right? Very safe.
So,
So,
Welcome in, Andrea. Good to see you. We're actually just right about to wind it down, but hey, that's what replays are for, right? But hopefully you're having a wonderful evening over there in Australia. I'm assuming it's evening over there. We're just watching a little bit of Foodie to close it out. We originally watched Glitter and Lasers and a Rosie stream, so we've had a good full day today. Hopefully you're having a good one yourself.
yeah, so,
I'm giving you a shower.
shower.
Why you put your hand on your like CPAP?
Cover my teeth.
What? What?
Oh, wow. That is brutal. I once had a flat tire in the middle of the summer, and it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. He really does sound like Woody Woodpecker. He really does sound like Woody Woodpecker. Okay. I think with that, we're probably going to close it out. Let me, whoops. Let me put on, oh, you know, I got a couple more videos I can show before we go. Here, I got a couple more things I can show. Let me get this. Got just a few more videos I can use. 1 second here. Let me put on the bumper. And I will get the other videos I got. All right, 1 second here. I'm loading up the video. Let me share the screen. Hold on here. It's not working. Hold on a second here. One second, folks. Okay, I got to do it a different way. Hold on a second. I got to do this a different way. Okay, let me get the videos. I'm going to load them directly, individually. Okay, so let's put on this one first. 1 second here. Let me load the screen. Okay. So this is our glitter and lasers workout video we got. Let me hit play on this. I got to turn off the volume because it's got copyrighted music, of course, like Glitter and Lasers always does. Okay, that's a good amount of weight. That's a good solid lift for but her form is not too good here. She's leaning back really far. That's not good to lean back so far. Like right there. That's that arch on your back. That's not a good form. She needs to go down on the weight a little bit. Because I was just about to say that's a pretty good amount of weight for somebody who's a beginner, a female who's a beginner. So I would suggest lowering the weight and keeping that back straight. Yeah, this back arch is just way too much. Holy crap, that is a severe arch she's got going there. I'm not a fan of that. All right, let's load up another video.
I turned
Turn on the volume a little bit.
my custom Starbucks order into a dress.
Since I'm partnering with Starbucks, I thought it would be fun to bring my favorite custom drink to life through a custom denim look. Y'all know I
Custom denim look.
love to customize a look, especially denim, and I have made a lot of jackets over the years, but I've never done a dress. So let's start with the drink. I order a
Okay, what is it with her going to Starbucks all the time? I know she's an ambassador and all that, but how could she be serious at doing powerlifting in one video and then going to Starbucks in the next? She's buying sugary drinks constantly, and then she talks about how she wants to be healthy and an athlete. You can't really square the two.
strawberry acai lemonade refresher, add peach juice and strawberry puree, hold the freeze-dried fruit.
That's got to be like a little, that cup is not that, well, actually her hands are huge. That might be a big size cup on second thought. That's probably like a 16-ounce cup. So that's got to be at least 250 calories.
And then I add a splash of passion tango tea. It's a drink that can keep you in that summer mindset all year long.
She's in shock. She's like, holy crap. Like, did somebody put alcohol in there?
To turn my drink into a dress, I'm going to start by deconstructing the hem to give it a little bit of extra length. Then I'm going to paint, and I'm using colors that reflect the ingredients in the drink. So
All right, looks like she bled all over her ass.
a dark pink, bright pink, and a peach. I'm blending it into an ombre, much like these tastes are blended in the drink. Next, I do a
That's a mean ombre.
wash out, leaving a stained swirly pattern that low-key kind of looks like melting ice. And for the finishing touch, I add some jeweled buttons for that passion tango tea sparkle. And the final result?
I actually don't hate it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. I mean, it's not as bad as some of the crap she wears.
It's this super cute one-of-a-kind dress that perfectly matches my drink and looks
It's not good, but it's not as bad as some of the stuff she wears. And what the heck is that ring? That thing looks awful. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm going to check the chat also. Let's see what the next one is. So let me switch the screen. She had the every after she left. Hell, because of food. Your body needs to be fueled. I talk to Skinny Queen occasionally. I spoke to her on Independence Day. She was doing all right. She just needed a break from Grow World. Last I spoke to her, but she was doing okay last we chatted. All right, let me make caught up on the chat here. Everclear is a really, really strong type of alcohol. All right, so let me load up this video here. Let's see what we got. When you go to a movie preview and halfway through the film, you think to yourself, why don't I go to more movies? You remember you used to not fit? What do you mean, not fit in the outfit? What the heck is that outfit, by the way? The straps, I don't think these are doing any favors. You also realize you didn't even think about that getting ready. It's just something that used to control your life that you don't even worry about anymore. I'm not even sure exactly what she's talking about. Is she saying that she used to be too big to fit in a chair? Is that what, hold on a second. Is that what she means? That she was too big to fit in a chair at the theater? Is that what she means here? Did I just not understand that? Because if that's what she means, it's got to be depressing. All right, let's look at another video. These are all the videos from her Instagram or her TikTok, various sources. All right, let me okay, let me put on the other video. Hold on a second here.
Gas station. So every time. I just found out 7-Eleven has those little charcuterie boards. So this is gonna be one you go to for like road trips and stuff. And I like that it has olives instead of crackers because I love me some olives.
All right. Not even sure what that was supposed to be. Let's see the next one.
Into a dress. Since I'm partnering with Starbucks, I thought it would be fun to bring my favorite custom drink to life through a custom denim look. Oh my God. Oh God.
What is, this guy is like half naked. What the hell is that? He's like just all he's wearing are freaking tattoos. Wear some clothes, buddy. Does he even have a towel under him? What the heck?
Please, no. Never again.
What kind of jib is that? That guy looks naked. He's just wearing like some swim trunks.
And she just dripped into a puddle on the ground.
Oh, I'm gonna feel that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. Please, no.
For the first time ever, Glitter is not the cringiest person in the video. This guy, who's wearing nothing but tattoos in a gym, looks a little bit weirder to me.
Never again.
Tattoos and boat shoes. That's it. What the heck is that guy on? Finally, I think that's Glitter's new boyfriend. I think we found him. Glitter's talked about she had a man in her life. I think that's him. I think that's the guy.
Never again.
All right, let's share this one. Oh, turn off the darn music. 500 pounds for 3 sets of 10. I will say on a leg press, Glitter and Lasers should probably be able to do at least 500 pounds because she lifts so much weight. Just her body weight is allowed to be like 500 pounds. That looks like it hurts. And we got 2 more vids. We're almost done. A second here.
But I'm really lazy, and Gillespie sent me this like summer travels essentials kit.
No, she's not.
So that's how I'm packing my skincare. I'm literally taking it right out of this box. Has a toner, a hydrating
Still the cringiest.
fluid, a moisturizer, those little pads.
Welcome in again, Imperial Falcon. I think I welcomed you in earlier. So Glitter here has got a bunch of skin products of some kind here. Let's see what she's got. I think her thigh is bigger than most people's bodies. Oh, welcome in, Jizzo. Almost missed you in there. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. And if I missed anybody else coming in, by the way, thank you for coming in. You're very much appreciated. All the lurkers, all the chatters. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Glitter loves flashing that Starbucks partnership. I think that would kill her if she lost it. Like, she really seems to love it for the image more than even the drinks.
Also such a smart gifting because I hate trying to figure out how to get my full-size products through security. So it just did a lot of work for me.
Okay, so this is what I said the other day. I was making fun of Glitter and Lasers for having terrible skin despite having endless skin products. I would not sponsor her if I had skin products. I wouldn't do it. I would not have that much faith in my products. I don't think there's anything that could save this lady's skin.
Not proud of this, but I'm really lazy, and Goal Recipe sent me this like summer travels essentials kit. So that's how I'm packing my skincare. I'm literally taking it right out of this box.
I wonder if they sent her skincare. Are they trying to sponsor her, or do they just feel bad for her? like the company sent her a giant box of skincare products, and they're like, "Oh, you don't have to. No, this isn't sponsored. We just felt bad."
Has a toner, a hydrating
We didn't want you to have to look like that, girl. You don't have to advertise it. Just one's on the house.
fluid, a moisturizer, those little pads. Also such a smart gifting because I hate.
What was even the brand name for this? Glow Recipe?
Hate trying to figure out how to get my full-size products through security. So it just did a lot of work for me.
Glow Recipe, you folks have a lot of confidence in your skincare. And so respect to them. I mean, I don't know if I want to support somebody who sponsors Anna, but they must really believe in what they're selling. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully you've had a wonderful time. I apologize for the technical difficulties earlier. I still want to try to get that other software working. I know it's going to take a little more time to get it, but eventually I will. Eventually I will. But until then, I'm going to send you off. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You can watch another replay if maybe that suits you. And I do think she picks at her face, Cinnamon Girl. That makes me question how happy this lady really is. She's always talking about how the haters are jealous and how awesome her life is. But if she's constantly picking at herself, she can't be that happy, right? And until she's, and let me also say one other thing. Until Anna formally renounces this plastic surgery fiasco, until she formally makes a statement and says, I messed up, I should not have got that plastic surgery, I would not encourage anybody else to get it. Until she comes out and tells other people to not follow in her footsteps, I don't have much sympathy for her. That's my sticking point with Anna. As long as she's encouraging others to do what she does, I don't feel any sympathy for this lady. I do feel some, but not much. Not much. Hey, take care, everybody. Hope you had a great time. You're very welcome, Cinnamon Girl. Good night, or good day, I guess. Good evening, wherever you are. Jizzo, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Tracy. Thank you for your membership again, Tracy. Very much appreciated. And thank you for the $5, Capricorn NJ. Much appreciated. Thank you to Kidney J for the membership and the gifted membership, and to Tracy B for the new membership. Thank you all so much, everybody. And thank you to Hippie Ista if you're watching in lurk mode. I know that you paid for a membership the other day yourself, so I want to say thank you for that. So yes, thank you, everybody. And thank you to all the chatters, all the lurkers, all the commenters. You're all awesome. Thank you, folks. Thank you, everybody. If I missed anybody, have a wonderful day. I will see you all around. Bye-bye.